get on the stream here real soon. Break may not be joining us tonight, so uh, hopefully we get at least Eric. Otherwise, it'll just be me bringing the news and everything else. We have the start of our Christmas song. That's a little preview. Christmas song tournament. Greatest Christmas song of all time. We will determine that. I couldn't find 64. So there's 32. I think we'll all be okay with that. Just the way that it is. Most Christmas songs are variations or different people singing the same Christmas song. So I'm not going to go through, different variations of the same song with different artists. It's whatever it is, So I came up with 32, and we're kind of lucky that we got that. Some of them were left out, like I left out Old King Wenceslas because that's more of a like a traditional choir song. I just want to do songs, just straight up songs. If they have some, maybe kind of a more modern take, I guess, but songs that I don't know too many people that have done King Wenceslas. Plus, it's more of like a old English type song, so I decided to leave those type of songs out. There are a few exceptions, like it's not old English, but Silent Night obviously is in there. Um, so there's a few things, few songs. We got 32 songs. I think you guys will really, really enjoy this month's tournament, being it's Christmas and all. Not a big fan of Christmas, but I don't mind Christmas songs, even though most have religious undertones or overtones. But it's all good. It's all good in the hood, whatever. Whatever floats your boat. We're going to have a fantastic show for y'all today. We've got some news. Of course, everybody loves Stinkos and Sweetos, so we'll be good there. Just looking at the list here. Yeah, bunch of good stuff. Well, at least we'll have Eric. Eric will be here. Not 100% certain on break, but we'll see. Hopefully everything's okay there. But I'll be talking a little bit of Demon Souls today. I still am only past the first boss, but I have made progress. I know it doesn't seem like it, but I went to level 2-1, and I also killed the red dragon in level 1-2. That fucking dragon that terrorizes the bridges. But I cheesed that boss. I got some arrows and just took care of that one. Took a little while, but I got it done. One thing I can't cheese, and I thought I could cheese, was the fucking Red Knight on level 1-1. I thought I could cheese it with the arrows, but the motherfucker always uses what do you call it? Healing items. So I can only get him down to about 3/4, and fuck if I can't beat that motherfucker. I did level up my character some, and it's still not good enough. Been getting my ass kicked by that deal, Red Knight, but whatever. So anyways, we're gonna have our usual Stinkos and Sweetos. If you just joined us, Shows RP Grinders, this is Frank. I'm waiting for Eric to get on. Break may not be on tonight. We'll see. We'll hope for the best on that. But yeah, and in our free-for-all today, we're going to start our tournament with the greatest Christmas song of all time. We're not going to do the usual 64 because, man, was it hard to find 64 songs. I found 32 solid ones, and that's what we're going to go with. There's some shitty ones on there, but there's some good ones, and we'll go through it, and by the end of the month, we'll have the greatest Christmas song of all time. Slagar, who's usually in chat, said it's Drummer Boy, and we should just move on. I don't know. We'll see. I happen to be very partial to that song. I like it a lot, so we shall see. But it's going to go up against some big time competition. Of course, there's some heavy hitters in there. You guys know all the Christmas songs. So, it's one of those deals. It's gonna be fun though. I think we're gonna have tons of fun. Stinko's, eh, you know, looking solid. Sweeto's looking solid as well. Kind of gave you guys a preview to my Sweeto already. But no, it should be a ton of fun. Um, I don't think I have any reviews for you guys this week. Um, I guess I could review. Matter of fact, I'll put it down. It Chapter 2. I know I reviewed it before, but I'm going to review the 4K version of it because I picked up the 4K version over Cyber Monday. The Phalanx was um, give me a hard time, but I did yeah, I did beat the Phalanx, so we're good there. What else? What else is on the agenda today? We got. December's always the Christmas month. We'll get into Christmas and shit like that. What happened to my screen? Oh man, I hate this. Sometimes, I love Macs, but they have like multiple screens that you can use, and sometimes if you drag something over, it brings it over to a second screen, and I don't know. It's kind of weird, but anyways, we're gonna have a really fun show for everybody today. Hopefully, everybody enjoys what we have up on offer today. Might be a shorter show today. I don't know if Break is gonna be joining us. He messaged me earlier and may not be able to join us today. So hopefully everything's okay. I'm pretty sure everything's okay. You just had some stuff that came up, so not a big deal. Um, so it might be a short show, which is fine because every once in a while we deserve a short show. Maybe we might not even do if Break doesn't end up coming aboard today. We may just end up doing just a free for all topic. I don't know. I'd have to come up with it real quick. Maybe it'd be Christmas related or whatever. But anyways, we'll figure it out when the time comes. It just wouldn't seem right without Break here, and maybe just next week we'll just start with 32, sort of like we started with 64 and we got rid of 32, and might not be a bad idea. So, like I said, it's gonna be a fun show. It always is a fun time. If you're listening on archives, well, what are you doing? Join us live. Every Friday, 7 Eastern, twitch.tv/rpgrinders or YouTube. I have both chats open, although the way more active chat is Twitch. So that's the active chat is Twitch. So, Eric's asking me which boss was giving me a hard time. And the Phalanx, the very first boss, was giving me a hell of a time, but I kicked the shit out of that thing, and I'm on to bigger and better things. I am having problems with that Red Knight, though. Anybody got any, and is playing Demon Souls on the PS5, if they have any advice on how to beat the Red Knight in 1-1, let me know. I know there's a way you could cheese them by goading them out and, bringing them to the staircase and having them jump off, but, I don't know. I'd rather not cheese. I got a strong enough character now where, I can't really block. It's kind of weird. Like, I try, reposting with a parry. You can't really parry with the shield, so I don't really. I'm kind of stumped. Maybe when Eric gets on, we'll discuss. Here's Eric as we speak. So here's the Skype sound, everybody. Plug your ears. Gotta love that. Love the Skype sound. Hey, Eric.
What's up?
Hey, you need to change your setting in
Damn
Skype.
It happens every update, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know, man. But at least we
Good thing
recognize.
it's a good
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't bother the first time.
Yeah. No worries, man. I'm not on any boss at the moment, Eric. Did you get your settings worked out there?
Oops, oh, there it is.
Yeah, there you go. Hold on. Let me know when you get that done, Eric.
Butts.
Yeah, there we go. Sounds much better. Eric, I was just discussing. We were in chat. And you were saying, what boss I was on. I'm not on any particular boss. I beat the phalanx. I'm just working on upgrading and leveling up my character or whatever. But I am having a problem. Maybe you can help me out, Eric. In level 1-1, there's that red knight, and I tried cheesing the red knight with a bunch of arrows from a distance. But the problem is he heals all the time. So I was wondering if maybe you had a strategy to beat that red knight on level 1-1, the gates of Boletaria or whatever.
Don't bother with him until the end of the game.
Why?
Because he's too strong, and you can't open that until you get the mausoleum key anyway.
Okay. Well,
and you won't get that until you get to the end of the game.
Yeah.
Unless you decide to kill Ostrava early.
Yeah, you could, but what? Yeah, I don't really want to do any of that. I just wanted to kill. I mean, I got his health down 3/4 of the way, but seems like he's just always healing himself. So
yeah, that's why he's a Red Eye Knight. Red Eyes have regen.
Oh, I gotcha. So just don't bother with that then. Yeah. Okay. Then I won't bother with that. That's what I've been kind of doing, just doing that. And then I quickly went through level 2-1. I didn't go to the boss.
Either that or he has got Estus. I think that's what he's eating grass. But I think he has a limit to how much he can do that.
Well, maybe I'll just buy a bunch of arrows and just cheese them then. If that's the case, I don't know. But
I would say don't waste your time though.
Yeah, probably. I mean, you get what, 2,000 souls probably or something. I don't know. It's probably
there are better places to grind in that game.
Yeah, no, I know. I mean, I go through level 1-1 and I end up with 3,000 souls at the end of it or more. So, that's fine. That's a good starting place. I will say though, level 2-1, that's probably a sucky place to grind. Because those miners are only worth like 3 souls at a time.
The best place to get souls in the game is 4-2 and killing the Reaper over and over again.
Yeah, well, I'm not that level to go on to 4-2. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not gonna happen, man. I gotta stick to what I know, and what I know right now is 1-1 and 2-1. I did, however, get all the way to the end, almost to where the Tower Knight boss is, but I'm not ready for that boss. I know I could probably beat it. I'm just simply not ready. I did, however, cheese the Red Dragon, and I got all that stuff from where the Blue Dragon sits in level, 1-1 at the end of 1-1. Where he's off to the side and you could see him.
So you just arrowed the Blue Dragon or the Red Dragon?
Yeah, I arrowed the Red Dragon from that first tower. Killed that, which I thought was awesome.
It takes a while, but...
Yeah, it took me like 10 minutes, but I got it.
It takes like at least 100 arrows if you're not good with your shots.
No, I leveled my bow, my long bow, or short bow, I should say. I leveled it to like +2. And it took care of it in like 10 minutes, so probably like 50 or 60.
The bow you want to use is the compound longbow. That requires 22 strength, which if you're a strength build, it's not a problem really.
Oh yeah, I got a strength. I've been putting a lot of my souls in this. I think I'm at
bows scale the strength, but they scale dex better.
Oh, do they? So I should probably put some dex in.
Well, if you want to make a quality build, you should be ideally leveling up both.
Yeah, well, I got I've definitely leveled my strength to 27. I did a little bit of vitality. I did strength, and endurance was the other one. So I got 27 strength. That's what I put in because I'm mostly meleeing. I mean, and plus, like when you're shooting arrows, like it does a lot of damage. So Um, I just did
Yeah,
that.
if you're doing a strength build, bows arrows will do a lot more damage. I've seen,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
like, but they still scale dex though.
yeah. I think I'll work. I'll put a couple points into Dex next time I level, but doing all right for right now. I think I'm gonna cheese that spider boss on level. What is it? 2-4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stand in that one place behind the
You could
pillar.
cheese Tower Knight with arrows too.
Oh, you
It's a lot
can?
harder though.
Huh? I didn't
In
know
the
you could.
remake, it's a lot harder because there's not as many places to shoot without getting hit by
Oh.
his thing, and it's also just harder hit him in the head with
Well,
it.
don't you have to
Arrow.
like knock him down before you can do any major damage, or can you do damage no matter what?
No, his weak point is his head.
Oh,
That's why you can shoot magic and arrows at his head, but there's a big risk involved with that because
okay,
his shield's usually up.
gotcha. Yeah, I think I'll be okay. I'm not quite ready to fight that boss yet. I'm gonna go through level. I think I'm gonna go through level 2. I went through 2-1. I went through a couple of fog banks, so I don't know if that's considered like 2-2 and 2-3. Um, but I'm
No, each archstone's considered a level,
okay. All right. Well, I don't know. Like,
and
di-
like every level other than uh, Area 5 and Area 4 have four bosses or three bosses.
okay. What's the first boss in level 2 then?
The spider.
Oh, okay. I think I should be able to take care of that. I'll just go up to the pillar and just cheese him with arrows and be done with it. Um, I don't think it should take that many arrows to kill it.
Mm.
Um, those fucking fat magicians are a pain in the ass. I will say, like that first magician that's blocking the entranceway as you go like through all those miners and shit at the very beginning of that level. He's a pain in the ass. He's right in the way, and you can't go anywhere without killing him. I'm like, Jesus Christ! Like one of his fire strikes takes like more than half my health. I'm like, God damn, these things are tough. But I got I leveled my halberd to um, +7, so
Mm.
that thing is +6, so that thing is pretty powerful.
You
So
should level your. You should reinforce your purple flame shield.
yeah, should I start using that shield?
Yeah,
Okay, then that's what I'll
I mean
do.
you can't parry with it, but it's got high stability and it's got good protection, 100% physical protection.
Yeah. So what happens if you use an L2 with it then? Do you push them back or?
Uh, you do a weak melee attack that can stun the enemy.
Oh, okay. Well, that works then. I might do that then. The only problem is it's kind of heavy, and I'm already at like 90% capacity because I put on the Red Knight armor and stuff like that. So, if you're just joining us, shows RP Grinders, we haven't started yet. Hopefully, Break will show up. I'm not 100% sure he'll be here today. He did message me earlier. Said
Out of my 3 playthroughs, I never got the Red Knight set.
I got it because I got
Oh.
that deluxe edition.
Mm.
So, it came with it. So, I mean, it's nice. It's good armor. It's tough as hell. You don't have to repair it, even though, like, I could repair
Well,
it. Right?
armor in that game doesn't need to be repaired.
Yeah. Well, it loses strength. I mean, you start.
Oh wait, no, wait. So the red, wait, you do, but
Yeah.
the Red Knight doesn't.
Well, I don't know if the Red Knight itself does, but I know for sure that um, you.
Mm.
Yeah, I know for sure that it goes like when you go to up like repair weapons and shit. Like all your armor is like damaged a little bit. I mean, it takes a long time to damage it even a little bit, but you can go through probably like 4 or 5 levels before you gotta even think about it. But whatever. Question for you: what happens when, like, if you were to let your does your equipment break if it doesn't get?
No, if it wears down to 0, it's just kind of useless until you fix it, and it costs a lot more souls to fix.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. Well, I'm not doing too bad. I'm doing all right.
I think in the original Demon Souls that you would lose equipment if you let it go to 0, but I
Okay.
could be wrong about that.
All right. All right. Okay, we'll wait about 5 minutes for Breakman before we start the show proper. I don't want to start without break unless you know unless we have to. Then we will obviously, but we'll give him 5 minutes to get here. We'll see. He messaged me, so we'll see how things go. If you're just joining us, shows RP Grinders. I'm on with Eric. This is Frank. Don't know if Break's going to be joining us tonight. We're going to wait around for about 5 minutes to make sure Break isn't here. But if he's not, then we will continue with the show and maybe have a short show today. I don't know if we want what ended up winning the poll was best Christmas song. So I instead of 64 though I did 32 because it's really difficult to find 64 Christmas songs. So, because they're usually variations of the same thing from different artists, so I'm not gonna do that whole thing. Like, Bing Crosby's version of White Christmas versus some other that's too much. So we're doing 32. We may not start that today. We might start next week, but because I want Break here to be able to chime in on that. Shit, it's episode 620 today. Eric, damn, that's a lot. So yeah, if you're just join us live every Friday 7 Eastern on twitch.tv/RP Grinders, or of course YouTube, just search RP Grinders, and we're on live at 7 Eastern time. So there you go. Just discussing Dark Souls and how awesome, or Demon's Souls, not Dark Souls, on the PS5 and my difficulties with it. I'm getting a little bit better. I can run through 1-1 pretty easily now. No problem. Almost to 1-2, but I think I'm going to go to 2-1, defeat that boss. It seems a little bit easier to me anyways. But having a lot of fun with it. It's a great game, and just hopefully I can beat that game before the end of the year, get close to it.
Here's where I got messed up. Apparently that was a plan of the original plan for Demon Souls, to make your weapons break if they broke. Yeah. But now they're just rendered useless.
Okay, until you repair them.
Mm-hmm.
That would suck if they broke and you couldn't use them anymore. That would not be good.
That's how Dark Cloud originally worked.
Yeah, Dark Cloud, yeah.
But then Dark Cloud 2 came out, and they decided, no, your weapon will just be basically useless until you fix it.
That game is awesome for one reason. Like, you could see all the treasures on the map. I think more games should have followed that model.
Dark Cloud 2 was actually originally called Dark Chronicle in Japan.
Huh. Weird. Yeah. All right, if you're just joining us, we're waiting for Breakman. If Breakman's not here, he said he might...
Because it technically wasn't a sequel. It was just a spiritual successor of sorts.
Yeah. Break might not be able to make it today, so we may fly as a duo today, and we might not do our free-for-all this week, but we will start for sure next week with the greatest... Christmas songs of all time. Maybe we'll just shoot the shit like back in the day, Eric, for free for all. We don't know. We'll see. I'll wait a couple more minutes.
I forgot to put it in the document because I was busy, but we could talk about Elliot Page.
Yeah, that's noteworthy, Eric. So for sure, we could definitely do that.
I'm putting that in my sweeto.
Okay, that's A-okay with me. So yeah, we're still gonna have a ton of fun today. Lots of stuff to talk about. Might be a shorter show today, which is A-okay on my front. I don't think I have any issues with that. Do you, Eric?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I think we're okay. I have a little special intro for everybody tonight, so hope everybody...
I will say though that when you fight a lot, You gotta be careful of his fist attack, because that will reduce your soul level if it hits you. Thankfully, it's really easy to tell coming, because like it's very telegraphed, and he gives you plenty of time to get away from it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm not nowhere near. Um,
He might do it after a combo though, so also be careful.
yeah, I'm nowhere near getting to that point, man. That's like the last major boss, pretty much, right? I mean,
Well, you could do any of the bosses in any order, but yeah, that's considered the toughest boss fight in the game, even though he's still kind of easy.
yeah. I know that
He's
fucking
easier than Flame Lurker, at least.
Flame Looker looks like a bitch. I don't even know what I'm gonna do for that boss, but um, I know what I'm doing for the spider boss. I know what I'm doing.
It might help to have a spear for that fight, because once he goes fire mode, his body will hurt you.
Yeah. Well, I have a halberd, so that's like a spear. So
Hmm.
it's long enough. Like it's got a long range of attack. Like I could attack like from a good distance and still.
All I know is I was watching somebody fight Flame Lurker, and when he went in fire and was hitting them with their sword or whatever,
Yeah.
they were taking damage from it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a tough little fight. I think you can cheese that boss too, though.
You can't cheese him. They fixed it.
Oh.
You
Okay.
could sort of cheese him, but like it's involved, and it changes depending on what phase of the fight you're in.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
But like basically, what happens is you have the feast ring on, and you get him to get in the corner, and then you run to another part of the arena, and then he'll eventually get bored of you, and then go to the center of the arena and act like you aren't there,
Yeah.
and then you can do a few attacks on him.
Yeah. 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 Okay.
And
All
then
right.
sometimes he gets stuck, so you can arrow him from there.
Yeah. Okay. I think we're gonna get started. I don't see Break online at the moment, so I think we'll just get started. If he ends up showing up, great. If not, not a big deal. We'll just get started with the show. It might be a short show today, but okay, Eric, you ready?
Yeah.
I kind of have a special little intro for us today, but let me get to it. Where are you at? Okay, here we go. All right, Eric, here we go. Hold on. That was a little delayed. I gotta start this over. Let's do this. Hold on. Let me stop this. Rewind. Do it again. I hate that when videos have long pauses at the beginning, but we'll try it again here. All right? Here we go.
On Dasher, on Dancer, on Vixen, on Commodore, Cupid, on Blitzen. On Dasher, on Dancer, on Vixen.
And welcome, everybody, to RP Grinders, episode 620. I'm your host, Frank Branches, alongside my trusty cohort, Eric the Great. Breakman the Bold is on assignment today, so it's just going to be us, Eric, I think. He may end up showing up. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll just continue on. Eric, how you doing, man?
I'm fine.
Yeah, you sound okay there, man. Do you have a decent week at least?
It was all right.
Yeah. It's all right when you're working, right? All right, well, let's go ahead and get started with the news, man.
RPG News.
All right, Eric, first news story.
All right. Excuse me. From RPG site, we've got Kingdom of Night which is a pixel action RPG set in the 80s, where you take to the streets to save your small town from Baphomet.
Oh, okay.
Publisher Dongun Entertainment and developer Black 7 Studios. PS4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, PC, via Steam, and GOG.
Okay.
And it was originally a Kickstarter, and it raised $55,000.
All right. Looks pretty decent, man. So raised enough money to get it going. So that's good, man. It looks I really hate to compare games to other games, but it sort of looks like another Dark Souls type, what do they say, Souls type deal, Eric. But in like pixelated Diablo form, kind of, But it looks nice. Looks good. Looks like a scary traverse through some hellish version of something. I don't know. It's the first time I've seen the trailer for it, Eric. It looks
like a more modern day version of Bloodborne.
Yeah. Looks good though. I like it. Did you ever see that pixelated version of that 8-bit version of Bloodborne?
No.
There's a guy that did like a whole level of Bloodborne, like the first level of Bloodborne, complete with a boss and everything, and it looked really cool. And I guess it's playable and everything on PC, but a lot of work was done. That's kind of what this looks like. But like you said, this one's a little more modern. So, excuse me. Anything else on that, Eric?
No.
All right, let's move on to the next story coming to us from rpgsite.net. King Arthur Knight's Tale launches for Steam early access on January 12, 2021. Game set for full release on PC and for PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X later in 2021. And there's an official website along with a nice little trailer. It was looking for £155,000, and apparently it made it. So, it looks. I'm looking at it now again for the first time, but it's another Diablo-like deal. So the last game we talked about, it was a pixelated. So this game looks like back in medieval times version, sort of like a Diablo game, but it looks more strategy though. So it's a tactical RPG. So there you go. I mean, it looks good. The graphics are pretty fantastic for a game of this ilk. So £155,000, roughly what, $200,000 crowdfunding effort. So that's it's a good chunk of change, man. It's a good chunk of change. So here's the story. You are Sir Mordred, the nemesis of King Arthur, the former Black Knight of the Grim Tales. You killed King Arthur, but with his dying breath he struck you down. You both died, and yet you both live. Lady of the Lake, the ruler of the mystical island of Avalon, brought you back to end a true nightmare. She wants you to go on a knightly quest. She wants you to finish what you have begun. Kill King Arthur, or whatever he has become after she took his dying vessel to Avalon. All right, so little twist on the old King Arthur tale. That sounds kind of good. So there you go. You gonna be into this, Eric?
Maybe.
Yeah, looks okay. I mean, it's kind of a wait and see. So, all right, Breakman, are you there? Holy shit! Did Breakman? You ready, Breakman?
I almost thought Breakman was too busy playing Dragon Quest.
Yeah, probably. Let's see. I don't see you online, Break. So let's see if we can. You there, Break? So let's hold off on the next story and see if Break is here. If Break's here, then we'll get him on in. Okay, let me get Break in. So great, we have Breakman coming on in as soon as I get him into the call here. Let's see. We already did the first and second story, so we're good there. Let's get Break on the line, see what he has to say. Glad he could join us. I just didn't even see him online. Let's see. I'm calling you, Break. I'm calling you, Breakman. Oh, Breakman, are you there?
Yay. Hello.
Hey, we got Breakman. Woohoo, man.
Jesus Christ. Skype didn't even ring.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, it doesn't even show you online, man. That's why I was like, well, I'm not sure Breakman's going to join us today, but we'll continue on and,
I don't know why
whatever.
Skype hates me.
I don't know, man. You and Skype, man. I think Skype's in Legion with the bacon. So, might be one of those deals.
Yeah, I see what
Do you have
I'm not sacrificing enough goats.
Yeah,
Or-
maybe.
Does he prefer like a larger sacrifice? Maybe I should start sacrificing like
Cows?
elephants?
Cows, maybe? I don't know.
No, nobody wants to sacrifice cows. We need those for hamburgers.
We sacrifice those motherfuckers every day, man. I can't eat hamburger, man. Like, I used to be able to eat a lot of hamburger, but man, hamburger just fucks with me. So, well, we're
Yeah,
glad
that
we're glad you're here, Breakman. I just did the second news story. Do you want to do the third one? Or are you not ready yet?
Let me see here. This is Mercenaries Blaze.
Yes.
From coming to us live from RPG site. Mercenaries Blaze: Dawn of the Twin Dragons launches on December 17th in North America and Europe.
Yeah, and that's the story. There's no video.
Now there's definitely a synopsis of it. Let me see. Mercenaries Blaze: Dawn of the Twin Dragons features a lengthy campaign with gameplay depth and a fascinating story. Grow with your team by clearing strategic turn-based battles with many optional missions and details to consider. Which class will you upgrade for each character, and what equipment or skills will you prioritize? Developer Iridian's highly regarded turn-based strategy battles are carried out from an isometric viewpoint and are characterized by increased versatility as you position characters not just in terms of elevation and enemies, but also in to maximize attacks and defense depending on the direction you face. So this sounds exactly like Final Fantasy Tactics so far.
Yeah.
Varied weapons and skills are all tools that need to be utilized smartly for the best results, with character classes being integral to the player's strategy. Yeah, it sounds exactly like Final Fantasy Tactics.
Yeah.
New to the series from Mercenaries Blaze, Dawn of the Twin Dragons are fully 3D battle maps, along with improved visuals and audio. Character designs are from Mr. Masayoshi Nishimura, with the varied cast telling an exciting and surprising story. Experience an amazing story with 2 distinct paths and a diverse cast of characters. Lots of I'm going by the bullet points now. Lots of optional battles that allow you to see more of the world and level up your team. 3D battle maps, giving greater control and depth in strategic play. Use Blaze Exceed, a key power that can turn the tide of battle. Incredible depth beyond battles as you carefully manage equipment, skills, and classes for your team.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah. Ms. Lenity is in chat. So what's up, Ms. Lenity? You might want. Did you tweet out by chance, Break, or you probably didn't even have a chance to? I haven't had a chance to tweet either, man. I've been kind of busy with shit, but if you get a chance, throw out a tweet, let everybody know we're on. But this game sounds okay. The last tactical game that we just saw looked good, so this one doesn't look too bad. So there you go. Anything else on that, Break?
Sounds exactly like Final Fantasy Tactics in almost every way, and the images, like, it looks like Final Fantasy Tactics.
I know. They always go for that look and feel, if something's successful, it's like what is it? Imitation is the most sincerest form of flattery. So
yeah, we can't get a new Tactics from fucking Squeenix.
Yeah, I know, man. Squeenix, get on it, man. I mean, I'm sure people would really love a Final Fantasy Tactics 2 or something.
I know they would. I know
so.
I would because I would.
Yeah, I'm just not a tactical type. I try. The Disgaea games for me are the ones that I really try. You're on mute, Break, just to let you know. All right, Eric, next story.
Next story is
sneezing.
Oh, okay.
Next story is about a game called Omori, and it's got a date, and it's a psychological horror RPG. And the developer, or is this publisher? Publisher and the developer, Omocat. It was a Kickstarter campaign in 2014, and it's finally coming out.
Damn.
Jesus.
$200,000 were raised for the project.
Yeah.
And it's an RPG Maker style game, meaning it was made in RPGs. I mean, why not just say that?
I know.
Or it was made in Game Maker and designed to look like it was an RPG Maker.
If this fucking game can get $200,000, man, come on. The one thing I do like it's a traditional RPG. That's the one thing about it. But everything else is. But anyways, it's a horror RPG, which I've been calling for a long time. It just looks a little too cutesy for my taste for a horror RPG.
I guess if you played things like Off or Yume Nikki, you might be interested in this.
Yeah, maybe. So there you go. Anything else on that, Eric?
The name of the world you investigate is called Headspace.
Oh,
by the
okay.
way.
Well, that's kind of cool. So it does. It looks like it's got some horror elements to it. So I guess I can't give it too much shit, but it's one of those psychological horror type deals in an RPG form, which is nice. So I just don't see any of the RPG in it. I don't know, but whatever. Okay.
Yeah, we need to see more.
Yeah, I need to know a little more about this game before I commit. All right, Breakman. What do we
Coming
got
to
next?
us live from RPG site, Swery's. I'm guessing it's Swery's. The Good Life launches in summer 2021. I don't know what Swery is. Described previously as a debt repayment RPG. style RPG.
So in other words, like banks. So you're a bank.
It's real life, the video game.
You know what the
Good Life.
publisher is? Speaking of Breakman, Irregular Corporation is the publisher.
That's pretty funny. Yeah, it's real life, the video game. The Good Life is a game by Hidetaka Suhiro, aka Swery. Oh, that's his nickname. I didn't know that.
You know what
Developed
they-
by White House Inc. The game was originally announced in 2017 with a planned FIG crowdfunding campaign and ultimately failed. It was all for launch successful Kickstarter in 2018.
Yeah. Well, at least they
The game involves
relaunched
paying
in.
off debt and solving a murder mystery in a town where the inhabitants turn into cats and dogs at night. So
Yeah.
there you go.
I mean, that's kind of cool that you can be a cat. Like anytime, like that game coming out. What is it? Stray. Have you seen video for that game Stray? Break. You play as a cat, and it looks fucking out of this world cool, man. I don't know if the game's gonna be any good, but I mean, it just looks good. You know, like I mean, I don't know. You're a cat. I mean, how cool is that, man? But you know what? They should rename this game to they should have called it Bankruptcy. That's what they should have called it. But anyways, all right. Anything else on that break? Nothing.
There's some bullet points, so we got to get the general note of what's going on here.
Mystery RPG. So that sounds cool. I'm down for this game. Break.
Yeah.
Anytime you play as something other than human, I'm okay with that. So cool. All right.
And it seems like a different take on an RPG genre. Like you said, the debt.
It's the debt management. Debt management. If I wanted debt management, I'd go to Wells Fargo or fucking Bank of America, man. Come on. All right, next.
Yeah, Bank of America's the worst.
Oh, they really are, man. They gave me a predatory loan one year, and that's how I lost one of my houses. Was
Not
through.
shocked by that at all.
Yeah. No, remember when that housing crisis was going on, man? I got into one of those predatory loans that they kept raising, and then finally my mortgage was like over $2,000, and I was like, okay, that's enough. I can't do it anymore. You know, $2,000. Jesus Christ, man. All right. Next story comes to us from RPGsite.net. Saga Frontier Remastered announced for PlayStation 4, Switch, PC, and mobile devices. So Famitsu is reporting that Square Enix says, okay, I already said that. Jesus Christ, I hate that.
That's
shit,
why I've just
man.
started skipping the first.
I know,
paragraph.
man. I
skip right to
should
the
do that
second
too, man. So, anyways, it's getting a all new release. It's also including content cut from Acelus Root. Acelus.
Acelus.
Acelus,
Uh-huh.
okay.
Well, he
I
should
like
rename
Acelus,
himself.
man. It should
Yeah, I
be
like Acelus,
Acelus. The original will also be implemented in the remaster, so that's cool. So there's some remastered things coming to this, and there's a nifty trailer, and I played.
They're also adding the 9th character, Fuse.
Okay.
Or was it the 8th character? I can't remember.
Yeah. So there you go. That's
He's
kind of
supposed
nice.
to tie all the stories together because I think he's supposed to be a detective.
Okay. I mean, it looks cool. So, traditional RPG again. So, I played Saga. I think I played this back in the day. It looks really familiar. So, there you go. All right, Breakman. Freak 5's in chat. What is up, Freak 5? We're just going through the news here. All right.
Coming to us live from Silicon Era, Neptunia Reverse will appear outside Japan in 2021.
Okay.
Let me see if it gives us a specific date in here. It should look familiar to, as it is an updated version of Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth 1, one of the most horribly named games ever.
Yeah,
The
this time with
Earth.
extra young females now. So there you go.
Yep, you were right about that, aren't you? Which you might recall is an updated version of the very first game in the series. It reestablishes who Neptune is, what's going on in the console war, why the console patron units are against each other, and how R4 is in piracy, is a threat to everyone. Oh, Jesus. The critical point about
R4 is
Neptune...
the name of a device for the DS that you basically rip ROMs.
Wow. Okay. The critical point about Neptune Reverse is how it again updates the original update with a new UI, better graphics, and more playable characters. In fact, people who choose to arrange mode can have over 20 characters from the Hyperdimension Neptunia series a whole in their party. So there you go. That's cool. By the way, parties now allow you to have 4 people around instead of 3. I also like that. That's pretty badass.
Yeah.
Also, just like Final Fantasy XV's Noctis, Neptune is into fishing this time around, which means everyone has access to fishing minigame.
Okay.
Yeah, that fishing minigame got annoying.
Yeah.
It could be fun sometimes, but then when you got like the heavier fish where you have to do everything completely right, or they snap your line after 10 minutes of trying to reel them in, it's kind of frustrating.
Yeah. I mean, anytime that there's fishing mini games, unless they're super easy unless they're super easy, like they become a little frustrating at times. You know, it's like what you call it? I even got frustrated with Animal Crossing fishing. You know, because like sometimes they get away and shit. You know, it's like, God damn it. You know that. So, but anyways, okay.
Yeah. Macfish.
Exactly, man. Exactly. All right, let's move on to the next story from Siliconera. It's Valkyria Chronicles 4. What is it? Stadia ports heading to the battlefield. That's how they say it. But anyways, this one is also going to be on, like I said, the Stadia edition. It's going to cost $50 or $49.99 to be
It's a lot of money for a game that's really cheap now.
Yeah, it's like I saw it. I think it was on sale for like $10 on PS4.
Yeah,
so.
during Black Friday, like $50 for this.
Yeah, I mean it's worth it. It's a great game, you know, by all accounts. But still, 50.
I bought mine for 40 on the Switch.
Yeah, I mean 40 seems like a reasonable price, but why did they jack it up to 50? I don't. Anyways, okay.
Stadia tax? I don't know.
Yeah, Stadia. I mean, at first it was Nintendo tax, but now I guess we can just say Stadia tax. But I mean, it's a great game. It is worth $49.99 for sure. But Freak says it's payday plus my wellness bonus.
I wonder if it's being updated to have 4K support.
Probably not.
And if so, the console versions will get that.
Yeah. I'm not sure why the pay raise on Stadia. I think, like you said, it's just a Stadia tax. So whatever. All right, break. What you
Google
get the honor?
Being greedy as fuck. That's what it means.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. You got the honor.
Live from Silicon. Yeah, Google being greedy.
So Sega probably has to jack up the price a bit just in order to offset the fees that they have to pay them.
Yeah. All right. Last story.
Coming to us live from Silicon Era. What?
Nirvana.
N1RVNA?
Yeah, it's Nirvana, but
delayed?
Yeah, it's called Nirvana, but
it's supposed to be Nirvana. That's what they're trying to. God damn it, motherfucking son of a goddamn.
It's supposed to be like referencing a unit of like a building.
Yeah. Well.
Okay, well, let me get into this. In a statement released by Sukbon Games, the team had this to say: for the time being, we're changing Nirvana's release date to an indefinite one, and we'll start shifting our public push towards other projects. Nirvana's production won't stop or slow down, but it also won't be our main promotional focus for a while. Huh?
Yeah, I know. This is...
You contradicted yourself.
Yeah, strange.
Well, no, they're going to continue to work on it in the background. It's just that...
But they say they're not going to slow down their work on it. Obviously, you are if you're putting other projects first.
Yeah. I mean...
They said that we won't stop or slow down, but you are going to slow down because you're switching your projects.
Yeah, but I think they mean like maybe not as much as people think, maybe.
Yeah, like a priority, get it out ASAP type thing whenever it comes out.
Yeah.
Indefinite is basically a cancellation.
Yeah.
It means
pretty
this
much.
game's not coming out.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't bet on it. to be honest with you. Which, I mean, was there any big buzz for N1RV and A, or AKA
No,
Nirvana?
because they named it that way.
Valhalla was a good game, though.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be canceled. I just think that with COVID going on and the fact that it's an indie game and they probably have got a lot going on in their life, they have no idea when it's going to be done. So that's why they put it on whenever it gets done.
Yeah, so we're going to hear about this game again in 2 years.
Yeah, probably.
We have something that's finally coming out. What? Who? What is this now?
Yeah,
Huh?
exactly. All right, well, that's it for that. That's it for the news. We do have some homie discounts.
I don't think so. Homie, don't play that.
Homie doesn't play that, but we do have some PlayStation Plus
Homie
stuff.
doesn't play that.
Yeah, doesn't.
Try and say that like as white as possible.
Homie does not play that. All right, Eric, you got a couple of homie discounts here.
Those might be old.
Are they?
Yeah, those are old.
Oh, those are old ones. Okay, well, they still got that. Let me see what it's up to now. The PlayStation Plus year thing. Let me see how much it is down to today, because it fluctuates, man. Oh, it's up to 33, so you can still save a good chunk, almost 50%, with these CD keys codes on PlayStation Plus. They work. I used like 3 of them, so I know it works for a fact, and I haven't had any issues whatsoever. So there you go. Okay, let's move on. Breakman, should I hit your music?
Oh, yes, you should.
All right. I love the dramatic music, man. So awesome.
Oh, that's good, because this is a very dramatic situation. This could be very intense.
Okay.
So, and I'm glad Freak's here because he sent us the question.
All right.
He says, "Dear Breakman, what should I do when a family member shits in his pants, throws his shitty pants out my bathroom window, and wears my shower curtain as a toga, and pretends they showed up like that?"
Oh, man. What should you do? You should just, like, say, hey, this is the coolest person ever. And just, like, let them sit there. As long as they don't stink, as long as there's no, like, residual poop,
Oh, yeah. If you shit your pants, you've really, really got to get some soap and water on your ass, get that shit cleaned up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, you should probably hop in their shower.
Yeah, just take a real quick, like middle shower, like where it doesn't hit your hair, because you don't want that shit. You want to, just get that bottom layer, around your ass clean.
Oh, I like washing my hair. It feels good after it, man.
No, I know, but you don't want to be like, you don't want to mess your hair up while you're at somebody's house.
I see what you're saying. Like if you've stopped. Oh, yes, that's a good point, Frank. I wasn't thinking of like hairstyles.
Right,
stuff like
right. Like let's say you're styling and profiling. You don't have a hat. Like I always wear a hat, but just for those reasons, I don't want to worry about that shit. But
yeah, I rarely comb. I just have great hair, so I like
I
it.
just have great hair. I have long hair, so it's like one of those deals. But yeah, if I were to wet my hair, everybody would know I'd be in the shower, and then I might be in trouble. So that's the thing. You just
Well, you could just say that you were cleaning the shower for them. Like they should be thanking you.
Right. I didn't even think about that, Breakman. Yeah, you could do the whole, man, your shower was filthy, like guilt trip type thing, and I had to clean it, and I got my pants, like, I had to throw my pants away because it was so filthy. I tried to clean it for you,
And there was nothing else to wear but a freaking shower curtain. I mean, how freaking rude.
Right. I mean, you should at least have an extra pair of pants for me when I clean your fucking shower. Come on.
I mean, come on. You've done all this work for them. Like, they've invited you into their home, and you clean their bathroom, and whether they give you crap because you wear their shower curtain, that's absolutely ridiculous.
That's exactly right, Breakman. That's exactly right. So what do you think, Eric? What would you do in that situation?
I'd kick him out.
You'd kick him out? You'd say, there's no toga wearing in this house.
No, because I'd probably still smell the shit on him.
So well, like I said, if they took the bath, the shower, it might be one of those things. But okay, yeah, that's a
But
perfectly
one
valid.
thing you should do if you're going to throw somebody out is you want to go to the outside your bathroom window and collect evidence. You're going to need that.
Yeah, you're gonna
So
need
you're gonna wanna-
evidence.
You're going to want some gloves and probably Ziploc bags. Well, like a large Ziploc
Okay.
bag for your pants.
Why-
I've learned something about Dragon Quest XI on the PS4 and Xbox One. On the Xbox One X or the Series X or Series S, and the PS4 Pro, the game plays at 60 frames, which is better than the original's release of 30.
Yeah, 11. You said. Wow. Okay. All right. As long as it's not 13, then I'm.
So
I'm
I
good
don't
with
think
that.
I don't think 11 on the original PS4 release actually had PS4 Pro support at all.
Yeah. Okay. Here's a question for you, Break. What is?
Well, before we move on, I have to ask this. This might be the most important question. How much do you care about the person who did this?
Mm.
Who's wearing a shower curtain? Like, if this is like somebody you're not very familiar with, you're definitely going to need evidence because you're going to report them to the police, to the FBI and Secret Service.
Yeah.
You're going to fake basically they threaten the president. You want to make something out that looks like they did it.
Yeah, I was gonna say use the anthrax thing. Where you say there may or may not be because that's what it looks like to me, even though it's
Yep.
like completely opposite.
Yep, exactly. See, you understand. You
Yeah, of
understand.
course. Yeah.
And obviously, if they did not flush the toilet because they're a sick fuck, there's your evidence. There's your proof. Like you've got them dead
mean,
to rights. And
it's an
they're
open
gonna
and
spend the rest
shut-
of their time in prison.
It's an open and shut Gitmo case right there, right? I mean, that's
They're
straight
gonna
to
spend the rest of
Gitmo.
their lives for shitting in your house.
That's right.
Fucking assholes.
That's right,
In prison.
man. None of that nonsense.
If it's somebody you like, though, yeah, like as Frank said before, like they cleaned your bathroom, be nice to them.
Yeah, I mean, if they end up flushing the toilet, getting that, because sometimes there's shit smears and stuff, so you want to grab that. If it's you grab that scrubber and just kind of scrub just to make sure there's no evidence left behind, and
Yep.
your lie is complete, and then you're good to go.
Whoa! We do not use the L word. Oh, dear.
Oh, I'm sorry. The fake news. The fake news is.
Yeah, okay, that's acceptable. I was thinking the truth from a different point of view.
Right.
You know.
Right. Okay. Anything else on that break?
I think that's it. Unless there's something else Freak wanted. Well, you actually wanted to add something. What was that?
No, I was gonna say Eric brought up Final Fantasy. What's the worst Final Fantasy you ever played?
The worst Final
I
Fantasy?
brought up Final Fantasy.
Yeah,
When?
you did with the Final Fantasy 11 running at 60 frames. So I'm
I'm
asking.
was
talking
talking
about
about
Dragon
Dragon
Quest.
Oh, Dragon Quest. Oh, okay. Well, what's the worst Dragon Quest you ever played then? Shit.
The first one.
Yeah, the first one's pretty hard to go back to, man. It's still good. I mean, I like it okay, but yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I liked it at the time, but it was like one of those like, oh man, this is like RPG for babies. Like,
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is how you get started in RPGs. This isn't
Yeah.
what you do if you've been playing them for a while.
Yeah, it would be.
RPG for babies is Final Fantasy Adventure or not
Mystic
Adventure,
Quest.
Mystic Quest.
Mystic Quest,
Quest,
yeah. Yeah. Okay, so what's your worst Final Fantasy since I asked already, Breakman?
You know what? I had fun with Mystic Quest when I was a kid.
No, it's a good game. It's just one of those games.
It was extremely easy. Yeah, like it's one of those. If you died, like you should just quit gaming.
Yeah,
yourself.
exactly. I would probably died like within the first 5 seconds.
It was almost impossible to die, I think, in that
Yeah,
game.
yeah.
It was extremely easy game. Least favorite Final Fantasy? I'm not sure.
I'll tell you mine.
Maybe 8. It's probably 8.
8 was good though. Like
I did not like 8. 8
I mean,
was
it-
the one like I played up until the title screen and I was like, you know what? I'm not enjoying this. I'm done.
you got to give that game a chance, man. Learn that junction system deal.
I
but-
watched people play it, and like I watched my brother play it, and he'd get in these fights that would take like 4 hours.
Yeah, they
because
take a
of
long
summons,
time.
And I'm just like, no, this isn't fun to me. I got
Yeah.
other things to do.
Yeah.
If you're playing the game with summons, you're not doing it right though.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. No, the
That means you basically just use summons as a crutch because you don't want to learn the junction system.
Yeah, the junction system is where it's at on that game for sure. I went back and played that game a little bit, and like I had the same type of feeling, Break, but It is a good game at its core. If you can understand the junction system, then it's decent. But I agree, for the most part, it's
I don't know. Maybe when they remake it one day, I'll try it.
the worst one for me was definitely 13. I hated that game with a fucking passion. It's been well documented on this show how much I hate 13, and that especially the character Lightning.
I take that back. You know what? My least favorite is Lightning Returns.
Lightning Returns is awful too. Yeah, they both were.
I hate Lightning. I hate
Yeah,
that game.
yeah.
I completely forgot about that until you brought 13 because I
Yep.
like 13 and I love 13.
Did you actually play it?
I hate Lightning Returns.
I can't stand all of
No,
those.
Like Frank.
Which
You actually
ones?
play it.
Yeah, I played all
Lightning
those games, man.
Returns.
They suck. I mean, I played for about 5 minutes and I
I
was
still
like,
have yet to play them.
yeah. Well, don't bother, man. They're not worth it. Freak5 says I liked Mystic Quest. Yeah, it's not a bad game, man. That's not what we're saying. It
I think
just-
we all agreed. We all agreed that we liked that game.
Yeah,
It's
it's
just,
not-
it was extremely easy.
Yeah. Okay. Let's let anything else on Dear Breakman? Do you have anything else?
Maybe it's a good idea to just bring your own shower curtain with you. Keep a spare one in your trunk, just in case.
Or just go wearing a toga anyways, like a double toga. That way, if you have one, that you can just use for cleanup, and then the other one for wearing. We should all just go back to
spare toga. That's game planning right
Yeah,
there.
see?
That is
There you
thinking
go.
ahead. You
I
should always
hated-
have a spare toga.
He said I hated Crystal Chronicles. I didn't have a huge problem with Crystal Chronicles. I thought it was okay. It just that was the
Yeah, I
DS.
hated Crystal Chronicles too, also.
Yeah.
But that's not like a main Final Fantasy. That's more of an offshoot. Final
Yeah,
Fantasy.
that's
I
an
was thinking more
offshoot.
of the mainline Final Fantasy.
That was a GameCube release, wasn't it?
Yes,
Chronicles.
yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, where it was absolutely no fun for one person. The other people
Yeah.
had fun. The one guy was holding the bucket like, hey,
Yep.
can one of you guys hold this for me so I can? No, shut up and do it. Drop it.
Yeah, holding the bucket, man. Yeah, that game was not. It definitely wasn't fun if you were holding that bucket for sure, man. Okay, let's move on to
Inquiring minds want to know.
Choir Minds want to know what you've been playing, Breakman.
This week I think I've almost only played Star Wars Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Okay, all right. How's that going for you, man?
It's a fantastic game.
I need to play that, man. I don't have it.
It is great. Like the first stage made me think it was going to be like a totally story driven, like leading you from point A to point B, like say
Battlefront 2.
yeah, maybe something like that. But once you open up and you can go to other planets, like they let you explore at your will and stuff like that, and you can go to whatever planet. Like once you find out about the other planets, you just leave, hop, go over to another planet, and see what's going on there. See if the stormtroopers have showed up, kill them little assholes, and But there's still a good story going on, and the gameplay is exceptional. I'm having a lot of fun with that game.
Yeah.
No, I think the only drawbacks, I'm playing in like a harder skill level, so if you're sloppy in combat, you die easy, and then there's a really long load time.
Oh yeah. No,
That's entertaining.
I mean, once you upgrade, like if you get an X, I don't think you're gonna have to worry about load times anymore, man. Like everything that I've been playing on my PS5 has just been pretty. Dude, what's load times? Like it's like three.
That sounds cool.
Yeah.
The weird thing is that like Dark Souls 3 on the Xbox One is locked at 30, and they never released a uncapped frame rate patch so that you can't play it in 60 even on the X.
Wow,
Series
that's
X.
weird. That's weird, man. Like, why wouldn't they? Just...
And like I think even Sekiro doesn't run at a full 60 frames at all times like the PS5 does.
I did notice that there's comparisons between the two systems, and there's some things that the Xbox does better. But there's a lot of games that the frame rate seems to be quite a bit better on the PlayStation. There's exceptions, like I think Dirt 5 runs better on the X slightly, and a couple other things. But
It's always been like that. Like just since the
Yeah.
console war started back in like
Yeah.
Genesis and Super Nintendo.
But yeah,
days.
Yeah.
like the thing is, the Series X is only like 20% more powerful than the PS5, but it really comes down to how well optimized a game is on one platform versus another.
Yeah, and also the architecture makes a big difference because so far the PlayStation 5 is outperforming like anything. Even with the performance.
But if you've seen the way that the Series X is assembled though. It's like a kludge of hardware parts.
Yeah.
Well, the Series X doesn't offer any like first-party titles. To
No,
jump on right now.
and I think we talked about this break. Like I was all geared up to get another Xbox. Like upgrade my Xbox because I hadn't played my Xbox in forever. But I wanted to get
as one
Hold on,
first
Eric.
party title, and that title is technically a port.
Yeah. No, I was really looking forward to like playing Halo on it, and I'm not gonna get an X until next year. I mean, I'd have been first in line for an Xbox if Halo came out, but no, I'm good. I'm A-okay with my PlayStation 5 and pulling my hair out with Demon Souls for sure. And that's another thing.
I wasn't compelled to get a new one until I got that TV. Now I am more willing to upgrade to.
Yeah, I hope you get a PlayStation 5 break. I really do, man. I know it's.
You won't be able to until at least January, though.
No,
So,
there's more coming out this month, and there'll be more.
If they're
coming
not
out
already
next month.
sold.
They're not
Yeah.
sold, so
if
you
they
might get
haven't
lucky.
been by the bots.
Yeah, that's what I meant. It's
Yeah.
like if they're putting them online, the bots have already bought them.
They're planning on releasing, like Walmart's planning on releasing some in store, and they're not telling people that they're gonna release them. They're just gonna happen.
That's
But
interesting.
I really hope that you get both systems break. Like I really like Demon Souls. I think you and I would have a ton of fun like cheesing the system and like going in. Like Eric and I have to do it too.
The Fallen Order is kind of a Souls-like.
Yeah, sort of. Yeah. But I don't know. I'm really hoping that you get both break because I'm gonna get both, and I know Eric is, and then we can talk about the same games and shit like that. But I know money is like a big issue with everybody, to be honest. But
It's not just money; it's time too, and
yeah. No, I know. I get
there's
it.
only
man.
so much time to play games, and
No, I get it. But it's nice.
I have to actually work tomorrow.
Ooh, that
That's why I
sucks.
think. Oh, there you go.
Okay, let's see. Freak Fight says if you wear a kilt, he's talking about like sharding. If you wear a kilt and shart, it will just drop to the floor. Then you can step aside, act like you just saw it, yell, "Who shit on the floor?" Yeah, see, that's smart, Freak Five. I mean, yeah. Wearing a kilt, maybe a toga might have the same type of effect too. So.
yeah, like you got to be really, really manly to wear a kilt. Really, really manly. Just-
Don't knock it until you try it, Breakman.
No, I just mean.
I don't know. I mean, I don't consider myself a man. I guess that wouldn't be easy for me.
Yeah, it'd be easy for Eric. I would wear. I would.
When I
fucking-
say man, I mean you have to be very, very hairy. To wear
Oh,
a
I
kilt.
gotcha. So that way there's no peeking at the dingleberry.
Yeah, like you can't be like really like have smooth skin and wear a kilt.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
You have to be really hairy.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Well, I'm not really hairy, but I'm hairy enough.
good enough, man.
Maybe he might be good enough.
Kilt approved then. So there you go. I'd rock a kilt.
I could always do the standby of Lederhosen if that doesn't work.
Yeah, buy Lederhosen, man, for sure. Fucking A, man. Yeah. All right, Eric. What have you been playing?
I've been playing some more I played a tiny bit of Ace Attorney, but I removed that from my list because it was such a small amount. I moved on from Demon Souls and to Dark Souls 3 because I wanted to do the DLC and I want to get the platinum, and so I'm working towards the platinum.
You're a fucking beast with that shit, man. I mean, I don't even think I'll ever platinum Demon Souls, let alone any of the Souls games. But that's awesome, man. What else you been playing?
Root Double, which I got code for like on Friday.
Awesome. What is that?
It's a visual novel.
Ah, okay, cool.
And it's a port of the PC release from a couple of years back.
Okay, all right, that's cool.
It's for the Switch.
Anything else you've been playing?
No, that's pretty
Break-
much it.
Break. Did I break you off of your game playing? Is there anything else that you've been playing?
Not really that I can think of. Just I love this game. It's fantastic. I recommend you try it.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it when it goes on sale, man. It's one of those games. I don't have the pass or anything, so I'll just wait till it goes cheap, like $10-15, and pick it up. But I mean, EA games always go down in price anyway, so just wait for that day. All right, I've been playing MPQ, of course, and then Demon Souls, obviously. And I gave you an update last week. I beat the boss finally, the first boss, the Phalanx, which took me like 30 tries, but I finally did it. And now I can run through level 1-1 like a motherfucker. Like nothing gets in my way on level 1-1. So I'm just kind of leveling
level 1,
up.
2.
Yeah, 1-2. Yeah, that's the second boss, and I'm not going anywhere near that boss until I'm ready. But I did go to level 2-1, and I went through almost all of that. So I'm getting better. I'm just leveling up and trying to figure different ways to cheese different enemies and stuff like that. So I'm making progress. I am making I know it doesn't seem like it. I didn't beat another boss, but I'm making progress. I'm leveling up my character. So, all right, let's move on to
RP Grinders reviews.
All right, Break. Do you have any reviews this week?
No, I don't.
All right, Eric, you're up.
All right. I got a review for a movie. I'm going to keep it really short because it's kind of disappointing. But I saw the Rika Love Chunibo and Other Delusions Rika version, which is basically a clip show version of season 1 from Rika's perspective. But the problem is that Rika doesn't inject enough of her perspective from a third-person point of view in the movie, so it's basically just a reclipping of a bunch of scenes from the first season.
That kind of sucks. Okay.
And I don't know if it's a problem on Verve's end or High Dive's end, but the subtitles didn't display at the last couple minutes of the movie.
Ooh.
So I had to flip it to the dub and hear what they're saying because I couldn't see what they're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fucked up.
That really sucks.
Another thing they need to fix is to offer closed caption subtitles for those who wish to watch the dub, because there are accessibility reasons why somebody might want to do that.
Yeah, for sure. I hear you, Eric. All right, so what are you giving Love Chunibyo and Other Delusions Rika version?
I'm gonna have to give it a 5 because if I wanted to watch season 1, I just watched season 1.
Okay, all right.
That sounds like 5 is generous.
Yeah. Well, 5 is average, so it's probably just average.
But if it's just a clip show for a movie, like that just
sounds like it'd be worse than that.
It wasn't in a pure clip show, but there's not enough new content to make it worth watching.
Gotcha. All right, it makes sense. Give it average. That makes sense. All right, I'm gonna do I know I reviewed this movie before, but I'm gonna review the 4K version of it. It Chapter 2. A Break. Did you ever see It Chapter 2?
I saw most of it. Yeah.
Okay. It's good. It's not nearly as good as the first, but that's not what I want to talk about. It does have a bunch of great scares, like the lumberjack scare, like with the big lumberjack in the park. That to me was super scary. But there's a bunch of jump scares in it, which is really nice. It's just not quite as scary as the first. But
it was so hard to top the first one.
I know the first was so good, man, so good. Yeah. And I think it was because it was kids that were in peril, not adults. And I think that's the disconnect.
I think you're right. I think that added to the fear because just knowing what it was like to be a kid and stuff like that, and dealing with bullies and adults that won't listen to you.
Yeah, exactly.
And adults that try to control you.
Yeah.
Or rape you.
Yeah, exactly. Are we talking priest or what? Oh, okay, never mind.
Oh, we're still on it.
Yeah, okay. No, it's the 4K version of it is fantastic, though. I plugged it into my PlayStation 5, and I have an LG CX TV, which is phenomenal, with the proper settings and stuff. So HDR, the whole works. It looks phenomenal in 4K. Like I have a feeling that this is going to be a recurring theme with me with 4K movies when I review them. I mean, I just picked up on Black Friday. I picked up Halloween, the original, so I'm super stoked to see that in 4K. What else do I got? Invisible Man. I got Joker in 4K. All the ones that were on sale on Black Friday. So But this one gets a solid 8 out of 10 just because it looks really gorgeous. I mean,
Is
it
there
really
a
does.
4K Ghostbusters out there?
I don't believe so. I don't believe there is. Freak5 says Monday, one of the security guards at work was bitching about people calling security for him to do things that aren't part of his job. One person got hurt, and their supervisor called security to bandage the person's wounds. Yeah, that might be out of his scope of helping. You know, I mean, I if I was a security guard, I'm not trained medically. The first thing I do is call, you know, the medics. That's their job, unless it's like a life and death type situation. Like I mean, you try to do what you can do, but if you don't have the training, you know, I don't think I disagree. I mean, I might try to help, you know, but I have a very limited medical knowledge, so I'd best leave that to the experts. Plus, I mean, when you're dealing with blood, I mean, that's a whole different animal, and I'm sure that guy doesn't get paid enough to deal with you know, pathogens and shit like that and all that. So, you know, I mean, I still would, you know. So he says, so on Wednesday, while going to the bathroom, I texted the security guard, told him I need help. I need someone to wipe my ass. See, that might be better what he you know.
He was right there, wasn't he?
Yeah,
He showed
I
right
bet
up.
you. I bet you was right on that. Right on that ass.
You didn't even. You barely hit send, and he's already opening the door like, "I'm here."
He wouldn't deal with the blood, but he'll definitely help you wipe your ass, Freak5. Yep. So there you go. So yeah, It Chapter 2 on 4K it looks really good. I mean, if you're looking for a really pretty movie in HDR 4K, It Chapter 2 is definitely good. So there you go. All right, let's move on to everybody's favorite segment.
Ah, what is it?
Stinko of the week.
All right, Eric, you already mentioned yours, so I'll just move to Breakman. Breakman, what you got for us?
How long have we been dealing with COVID now?
Ooh, it's been since what, like March of this year? Break?
How many stimulus packages have we had?
One. We've had one.
One really shitty one.
Yeah, one very shitty one. Why?
This is a good question.
Wall Street got a bunch of them though.
Well, corporations, Wall Street.
They keep telling us we're going to get one done. We're going to get one done and then it's every day. Nope. Mitch McConnell blocked this one. Mitch McConnell blocked this one. Just every single fucking day.
Well, you see, the Democrats aren't even fighting for.
I heard that weed was like the prohibition on weed has been lifted.
Okay, hold on. I'll talk about.
Has gone through House, but it doesn't matter if it's going through House.
Yeah, it's not going to go through the Senate.
Can we stay with one topic at a time?
Yeah. Hold on. To answer your question on the first one, Break. The Democrats are now not even asking for a stimulus check. They got everything else. They got the corporations checks. They got small businesses. They got donor checks, 1% checks, but no stimulus check. So they've already stripped the bill down to just what the donors want. So that's what's going to get passed, and none of us are going to get any money. Even though it was wildly popular. I mean, that was the one thing that was keeping people together, I think, was that one fucking check. But thinking about it, one check for how many months? Like 9 months now, Breakman? So $1,200 divided by 9, that's like $30 or something. You know, it's like, or yeah, $30.
It's sick. It's sickening.
It's gross.
Is what that is.
It's gross.
Our country has failed us in every single way.
Yeah. Freak5 says, my stinko is the fart I let go earlier today and made me gag. It also made everybody else gag, Freak5. So
is that what that smell was?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
The smell heard around the world, man. Or smelled around the world, whatever.
I thought that was a sewage plant. Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, I agree with you. Breakman, it's fucking ridiculous. Like, even if you're lucky enough to work, which some people aren't even lucky. Like, think about like restaurant workers. They've been on and off of work now for 9 months, making fucking less than minimum. A lot of those waiters and waitresses make like what, $2.50 an hour, less than that,
because they live off tips.
Yes,
which
they
is
live
another bullshit thing. By
yes,
the way.
everybody.
It was not just bullshit, but it was racist because it was meant to like basically not pay black people.
Yes,
that was their way of getting around that.
Yes. That you hit the nail.
They enforce that on everybody, though.
They do, but Eric is exactly right. It was a way of keeping black people's wages down back in the day. That's what they came up with. You can, because they figured, oh well, if white people went in there, they didn't have to tip, and then the wages are still down. You see what I'm saying? Like, so that's how it was back in the day, Breakman. I mean, that was the mindset. Like, that was the thinking behind this $2.15 wage, that exception. Which, why is there an exception? I thought the minimum wage in the country was like $7.50 an hour, which is still bullshit. It should be, if it kept up with inflation, we should be at the $21, $22 an hour range, like for minimum wage. And I can't stand this fucking argument. I don't think McDonald's workers should get paid $22 an hour. Why not? Why fucking not? They work their ass off.
Maybe more people work there if they actually got paid that much.
Exactly.
The
and
problem
maybe
is we got the people at the high end of these corporations are taking huge percentages of the money that could easily be split up among the staff. They're taking more money than they need.
Yeah.
Just period.
Freak 5 says the employer
the wealth
has
at the top of our country is just amassing wealth.
Yeah.
And it's not trickling down like Republicans swear it will. You
No,
know?
it never, ever, ever does, and it's a product of capitalism, pure and simple, Breakman. Like capitalism.
Here's the thing: money is actually meaningless.
It is.
It only exists to create a power gap between the poor and the rich.
Yeah. The employer has to cover the difference if they don't make enough to make minimum wage from tips, Freak 5 says. Yes, but you can't keep track.
I don't think that's in all states.
Yeah.
I've known waiters that didn't make minimum wage.
Yeah. I mean, it's dumb. I mean, it's sort of like salaries in this country. Like, there's certain managers that are on salary that work like 70 hours a week.
Yeah.
And they're, if you, I mean, they make what looks on the surface like a decent amount of money, but if you count their hourly wage, they make like minimum wage or less to be a manager. It's sick. It's gross. I don't think there should be such a thing as a salaried wage. I think everybody should be on an hourly wage. The end. You know, and that's it. Like, if you have to have your employees work overtime, then you pay them fucking overtime. The end. You know, that's just how it should be, man. But that capitalism at its peak, man. Like, I was thinking about holidays in this country, Breakman. We used to get like paid holidays. Like, even something as stupid as Columbus Day was a paid day off back in the day. I don't know if you remember those days, Breakman, but like even days like Labor Day. Labor Day was a paid holiday off. Like all these holidays were paid, but now we're down to what? Christmas and Thanksgiving, and we're lucky on those. I mean, even now, most places won't even pay you holiday pay for any of those days. But like you have to work on like New Year's Day and New Year's Eve. You know, it's like whatever. I wasn't like, how dare you, Breakman, you son of a bitch. But yeah, no, I mean, like now we're down to like very minimal days where you get paid time off or anything. So it's like it couldn't be worse. Like and it all has to do with capitalism.
I think my employer is giving us holiday pay for Christmas Eve along with Christmas and New Year's Eve and New Year's Day.
I wish that was the case all the way around, Eric, but sadly most employers won't do that. So you count yourself lucky, but I bet you don't get paid for Labor Day or Memorial Day or, you know, any of the other sanctioned holidays that we got.
Yeah.
You know, so this is bullshit, man. Like, we're down to like very few, like Christmas, because it's super uber religious, and you know, that's just the way it is. So, all right, anything else on yours, Breakman? I'm sorry, I don't mean to.
I just want to say I'm fortunate enough to work for a company that actually does honor holidays. We even get President's Day off.
That is awesome. Do you get paid for it?
Yes.
Okay, well that's, I mean,
they gave us a 5-day weekend for Thanksgiving.
That's fantastic, man. I mean, that you count your lucky stars, Breakman, because like there's not very many companies like that.
One day for prep and the other days for recovery.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Eric, yours was just you have to work on Saturday, right? Tomorrow?
Yeah, because if a machine breaks, we all get behind. So.
Ugh, yeah, that sucks, man. Well, I mean,
and that's in addition to the work that we're already getting. So.
Yeah.
So everybody has to work.
I guess, Eric.
It's only 6 hours though.
I guess you have to be thankful that you get overtime. I guess, Eric, and you have a job, and a lot of people.
At least I'm not working 10 hours along with that crap.
Yeah, and at least you have a job, man. A lot of people.
And
don't.
I think it might only be this Saturday.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Assuming nothing else goes wrong.
Yeah, a lot of people are out of work, man. I mean, it's getting really, really tough. I mean, the poverty line is getting closer and closer to consuming us all.
Yep.
So.
And our government is doing nothing.
Yeah, they're sitting there on their ass. No stimulus checks, man, which is beyond belief. It's like whatever.
If anybody had balls in the House, they would withhold Pelosi getting that seat, keeping that seat from her, unless they give us Medicare for all and a stimulus package.
I agree. I agree. I think Medicare for all, like during the middle of a pandemic, we have to rely on employers which have been laying people off and furloughing and cutting people loose. You have to rely on your employer for fucking insurance. Really?
The Democratic Party worships Nancy Pelosi.
They do, and I don't understand it. She's the worst. During the middle of the pandemic, they did an interview with her, Breakman. I don't know if you saw this. Mm-hmm. She opened up her big-ass fridge, which was probably the size of my house, and in it, she had a bunch of ice cream and was making jokes. I'm like, people can't even eat right now, and you got a fucking...
And you're gaslighting people.
Yeah, you have a fucking fridge full of fucking ice cream? Really? In the middle of a pandemic, you're going to show us your beautiful fucking stainless steel goddamn refrigerator full of fucking ice cream. Get the fuck out of here.
I'll tell you, as soon as the pandemic gets less ridiculous, we need to go to war.
Jeez, yeah. Go to war. That's, yeah. Go to war with the Democratic Party. That's what we should do.
Both parties, both fucking...
Well, we already know how bad the Republican Party is, Breakman, but the Democratic Party is no better, man. It's just, they love it. They love being in this status quo, stay in this lane. They both love it. Yeah. Like, they love it when power goes back and forth between the two because they can just play ping pong with American citizens all day long. They don't care. They all have their money. As long as their donors are happy, both Republican and Democratic donors, then they don't care. They don't care as long as the donors are happy. The top.
That's why when they do those bills, they always try and sneak in little things, that they try and get passed that help out their donors.
Yep, absolutely. That's absolutely correct. Freakfy says, my previous employer, I'm guessing, gave us Memorial Day, Labor Day, 4th of July, Christmas Eve, New Year's Day, and Thanksgiving off paid. My current job is open on holidays.
That sounds like me, too.
But my position doesn't have to work holidays, so I have to use PTO to get the... See, that sucks. Why should you have to use personal time to get those fucking days off? It's ridiculous, man. It's so ridiculous.
That's what it was when I worked at the video store. Because we were open 24 days, or we're open for 365 or 66 days a year.
But
because people gotta rent a movie all the time.
Well, if it's open,
do they not have cable?
If it's open, that's fine. But to make up for that, they should give you those holidays plus your PTO through the year. You know what I mean? You don't necessarily need to get those days off, but give you the time, give you double the PTO. You know what I mean? That to make up for it, but they don't. It's because it's all about that. You have to make the sacrifices so that the CEOs and the executives can get their $1 million checks. That it's sick. It's gross. Yeah. Millionaires and billionaires are. The United States is an oligarchy. That's what it is, man. That's what it is, and it's been that way since as long as I can remember. So
an oligarchy founded on theft.
Yep, absolutely, 100% true. It's all a lie, man. It's a big fucking lie. Okay, my stinko. Speaking of capitalism, is Christmas. Since it's December, we're in Christmas season, and shipping shit sucks. Either to get shit shipped to you in December is a nightmare and takes forever, or to ship shit out.
My DBZ game still isn't here.
I mean, I
was able to get Spider-Man and the other game I got from GameStop shipped to me, Doom Eternal.
Yeah. I got shit that I need to ship you guys because I got your Christmas presents. I got breaks ready to go. I got Eric's ready to go. I got Bernie's son's shit ready to go. My son's shit is here. But it's a fucking nightmare, man. And I'm waiting on one fucking game to send all this shit, but I hope it gets there. I hope all you guys' shit gets there in time, but just know that I'm sending it out. So, it's just one of those things. You just got to hope that shit gets there. So, prostitute in a box. That'd be awesome. Dungeon Busters in chat. What's up, Dungeon?
Very carefully.
Very carefully. Good friend Dungeon's in chat, man. Long time no see, Dungeon. Thanks for joining us again today. I know he's been playing. I saw him on playing something, man. It was I think it was Valhalla. I think that's what he was playing. So yeah, shipping shit's a nightmare, but all your guys' shit's about ready to be sent out soon. I'm just waiting on one thing and stuff like that. So, okay, let's move on to the lighter side of things.
Dude, what does my tattoo say?
Sweet! Sweeto of the week.
All right, Breakman, your Sweeto of the week.
I gotta say they've finally started announcing plans as who they're going to supply the first rounds of vaccines to. So
yep,
it's starting to finally happen, and at least in Ohio, they're going to the frontline workers first. Thank God.
I think that's the way it's going. Nationwide.
Well, it's up to the states. That's one of the problems with this pandemic is we've left each individual state to handle an international pandemic their own way.
Yeah, I know.
It's completely bonkers, but that's what Trump's strategy was. So
yeah,
even though he saw it was failing and kept failing and kept failing, he still went with it.
I'm pretty sure all the states are going to make the right choice and do. I heard most states are leaning towards frontline workers and nursing homes, which for you
which is what we're doing here, which I love.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's great
God.
news. Yep, it's great news, man. That's great news. So, I hope that's the way clear across the board.
Yes.
So,
But I can see there are states I can see just like, well, we'll just give it to our politicians first. Because,
like Alabama, California, New York might do that because they got a bunch of big time politicians there. So whatever.
Our rich constituents or stuff like that. I can absolutely see some states doing that kind of shit.
Yeah, if you got enough money to pay for it. Well, it's going to be that way even in Ohio or anywhere else, Breakman. If you got enough money, you'll get that vaccine before anybody else. I guarantee it. Guarantee it. Okay. Let's move on. Eric, your Sweeto of the week.
All right. My Sweeto is that formerly known as Ellen Page has come out as Elliot Page.
Yeah, I saw that, Eric. And isn't Ellen Page? She was in a video game, wasn't it? Beyond Two Souls.
No, they actually changed that to another person.
I thought she was in that game, man. At first. Huh. Okay. Well, I played that game and it looked exactly like her, man. It was like his likeness now, but. I think that's good news, Eric. I think more people that are in that situation, that are in prominent positions of, I guess, power, I want to say, should feel free to come out. And I know it's kind of perilous times with MAGA on the loose, but, it shows courage. It shows a lot of courage.
Man, MAGA, they're turning on everybody right now.
Oh, I know, man. It's glorious what's happening in Georgia right now, man. They're discouraging people to fucking not vote in that I hope that happens in those runoffs.
Yeah, me too.
And I mean, not that it's going to matter because if the Democrats get the Senate, they're always going to be like, "Oh, we can't do this," even though they have a super majority, with the president, House. It's like Obama. Obama had a super majority the first 2 years and didn't get shit.
What did he do with it?
Nothing.
He worried about things like the Olympics coming to Chicago. That's what he did in the first 2 years.
Yep. Instead of passing Medicare for all, which would have sailed through, he didn't do any of that. So he waited for Mitt Romney to come up with Obamacare, and that's what we're at now. So whatever. Freak 5 says amoxicillin gives him a rash on his balls. I'm like, wow, that's weird.
I don't know about that giving me rash on balls, I just get a rash from amoxicillin.
Yeah, a lot of people get rash. Yeah, taint rash. Breakman. I'm just kidding. He says perineum. So there you go. Yeah, that sucks. Freak 5. That's wow. Yeah. Oof. Okay. Mine is I already mentioned it a little bit, but I'm getting better and making a little bit of progress in Demon Souls. So I feel pretty fucking good about myself playing that game, even though I haven't beat any more bosses since the last time. I did level up my character quite a bit, and have had an easier time going through like 1-1 and now 2-1. So I'm getting better. I'm not by any stretch even adequate at that game yet, but I am doing okay. So hopefully I have either most of the game or the whole game finished by the end of the year is what I'm hoping. I can see you playing it on my feed from time to time. Dungeon says, "Yeah, Dungeon, I'm gonna try for you guys to bust it out before the end of the year. I really am. I know I should be already done with it, etc. Because you guys are all really like great gamers, but I mean, I really have to take things slow and like level up to a point where things become super easy. So, Freak by Sweeto says he got his gift card he won last month. It showed up this week. So there you go. As long as you're enjoying it, take your time. I really am, Dungeon. There's only, like, I was talking to Eric before we got on the air, and I was trying to cheese the Red Knight. It's not a boss, but the Red Knight in level 1-1 with arrows, and you just can't do it, man, because he heals himself. He's an asshole. So, and I can't beat him straight up.
I hate bad guys to heal. That really irritates the shit out of me.
What's that? What's that, Blake?
I'm not sure if he has a limit on the amount of grass.
So I was like, God damn it, motherfucker, stop!
I know, man. He heals
I'm kicking
himself.
Your ass, quit healing yourself. You
I
son of a bitch.
It sucks, man. Like. You'll be fighting enemies, and if you like
although him trying to heal himself is the best time to sweep in and stop him from doing that.
Yeah, that's true. But like I was like trying to cheese, so I got his health like 3/4 of the way down. But like I'm so far away, by the time I run up there, like he's already like healed and done whatever. So I'm with you, Eric. I'm just not even gonna do that shit. Whatever. My wife has her.
You could always just soul arrow him with the shield up until he gets shield broke, and then just keep soul arrowing him.
Yeah. Wow. Freak 5 infusion. I hope that goes well for Mrs. Freak. I know she's been having some problems. So,
although I think, like I said, you're wasting your time fighting him right now.
Yeah, I'm not gonna waste any more time. I'm gonna level up a little bit more, and then I'm going after the first boss in the second world. I think it's
also a really good way to cheese them is to get a good weapon with high backstab, pierce, or thrust, and then backstab them, and just get behind them and then backstab them.
How do you do that? The motherfuckers are so fast, man. They're he's so fast. Like I did try to do that, man. I tried to like lock on and go around and shit, but anyways, but.
Put up a shield, like I said, and just strafe around him.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not even going to fuck with it, man. I was the cheese master in Demon Souls when I played it. Dungeon, any hints that you have for me, I'll take them, man, because I'll cheese the fuck out of that game, because it's hard. It really is. So, all right, let's move on. We've got something special.
It's a free-for-all. Little baby. Yeah, it's a free-for-all.
All right. Free for all this week. Breakman, you want to tell everybody what poll? Who won the poll?
We asked a poll as to what our bracket was going to be for the month of December, and we had it down to 4. That we had. Let me see. We had the best handheld system, best Super Nintendo game, best Christmas movie, and we have the winner, the best Christmas song.
Yes, the best Christmas song. So all this month we're going to be doing that. Although there is a caveat. I looked through the top. I looked at a bunch of lists, guys, of top 100 Christmas songs, and a lot of them are variations of the same songs. So guess how many total we got? Any guesses? Breakman? We got. I did manage to get 32. 64 was
okay.
Yeah, 64 was an impossibility. So our tournament this month is going to be 32.
Because aren't we planning on not doing a show on Christmas and New Year's week?
Yeah, it might work out for us. So yeah, is Christmas on Friday this year?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh shit, yeah. I think we should just skip out. For sure, Christmas
is on Friday and New Year's Day is on Friday.
I don't mind doing a New Year's Day one if you guys don't, but a Christmas one, I mean, everybody's kind of off. I mean, I don't know if we should do Christmas and
Yeah, there's no way I could do Christmas anyways. I'd be busy.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll. What about New Year's? Are you gonna be busy New Year's?
I don't think so. New Year's Day is different. Like New Year's Eve, probably busy, but not.
Oh yeah. New Year's Eve. I mean, all bets are off New Year's Eve, but New Year's Day is no big deal, man. Like I'll be here, so no worries on that. But Christmas we'll call it a day on Christmas. So yeah, this is kind of gonna work out then, I guess. We'll not have a show on Christmas Day. So this will be one of the last shows of the year. Actually, this show. There's
two more. That's it.
2 more after this. So all right. Okay, and we'll start fresh January 1st and, ready to go. So, all right, so let's get
show.
Whole new show. So let's get to it, man.
Reset the number to 1.
Yeah, exactly. Reset. This is our the first episode ever of RP Grinders. Yeah, that work out.
We'll reboot ourselves like Hollywood does.
Yeah, we could reboot. Yeah, RP Grinders 2.0 or something, and like we change our names and like, maybe whitewash everything. Like somebody replaces me with like a white guy, and like Breakman gets replaced with like, I don't know, an even whiter guy, and Eric gets replaced with like a chick, like a white chick. Yeah, that'd be okay. And then we all could just be permanently off the show. That'd be something. Okay. Merry fucking Christmas, Freak 5 says. Yeah, exactly.
He's talking about the song Merry fucking Christmas.
Oh, yeah, we've got a bunch here.
Why you didn't do those? It's just we didn't really have enough time.
There's some caveats here. Like I didn't include songs like Old King Wenceslas because I felt that was like, I mean, if you look at the lyrics of that song, it's like fucking old English shit. So, weird shit like that I didn't include. But for the most part, it was hard to find even 32 songs. So we're lucky we got this. So why don't we get into it? I will replace Break. Yeah, that'd be going.
Want to replace me?
Nobody wants to replace Break, man.
But unless you just did, and he just did.
Unless it's somebody wearing a kilt that didn't shit on themselves. I mean, there you go. Okay, here we go. We got the first matchup here. White Christmas. I'm dreaming.
No. We'll replace Break, but it'll still be Break, but we'll just call him Zero instead.
Yeah, Zero.
Oh, okay.
Okay, here's the deal with this. If there's a song that nobody knows, then Eric will sing it for everybody, so that way we know. No, I'm kidding, man.
This is good policy. Let's do this.
Yeah. Okay, so the first matchup we got for you guys is White Christmas versus the Chipmunk song. So I'm gonna start with Eric. What you gonna go with?
White Christmas, because fuck chipmunks.
Okay. What say you, Break?
Oh, the Chipmunk song, man! Come on.
White Christmas.
Alvin!
I don't hate the chipmunks as a concept. I just don't like their singing. I don't care.
Dungeon says RP Grinders Xmas karaoke. I'm down for that, man. Why not? Let's. Okay, sing it, Breakman. Chipmunk song, go.
I forget the lyrics.
Okay.
I don't know them either.
All right.
All I know is that the cartoon voices of the chipmunks are too irritating.
How dare Freak 5 insult me and Eric? How dare you, Freak 5? You're exiled, you son of a bitch. Coolest Grinders, Break. Everybody knows I'm the coolest grinder. I mean, that's just like, I mean, come on. I mean, no slight to Eric and Break, but man, come on. I mean, it's not even close. I mean, they're cool as fuck, but I'm like cool as, I don't know, cool as ice,
right.
I guess.
I got him. Here we go. Christmas time is near. Time for
Jesus.
Toys and time for cheer.
Okay, do it in.
We've been good, but we can't last. Hurry, Christmas, hurry fast.
You got to do it in a Chipmunk song, voice.
Oh, okay. Wanna play with love salute me? I wanna hula hoop.
That's terrible.
We can hardly stand to wait.
Okay,
Please, Christmas,
just for that, Breakman.
Theodore. What?
Just for that, guess what's going on? White Christmas. I don't ever want to hear that shit again, Break Man. What's wrong with you, man? Get Dungeon says get Break some helium. How dare
We
you.
need to make the Harmy song.
Oh God. Yeah,
Harmy Christmas.
Harmy Christmas. Yeah, that would not be cool. Okay, let's move on to the next matchup here. Let It Snow versus Sleigh Ride. You guys know those songs, right? So I'll start with you, Breakman. What would you pick between Let It Snow, you know that whole thing, and Sleigh Ride together with you? You know that thing. What do you?
Either one of them sounds miserable to me. Like snow sucks, and then going out and sleigh riding in the snow, that sucks even more.
I mean,
at
if
least,
let it
at least
snow, at
you're,
least you can be
yeah,
still in home. You can at least
somewhat exhilarating.
yeah,
but-
sleigh rides are. I mean, like sledding, dude. Like going down on. Haven't you ever been
when
sledding?
you go on a sled, you don't have to worry about the sled shitting in front of you and like the foul smell wafting over you.
I guess, man. You make a good point there, Break. Okay, so you're picking Let It Snow.
Let it snow, let it
Let it
snow.
snow.
Okay, it's a clean sweep. Let It Snow moves on. Sleigh Ride's a good song, though. I kind of like that song, but all right.
It's
All right,
fun.
next one. Here Comes Santa Claus, the classic Here Comes Santa Claus, versus Grandma Got Ran Over by a Reindeer. I'm going to go first on this
No,
one.
fuck that song.
Yeah, that
hate...
the worst Christmas song.
I can't. I don't think it's the worst, but it's
No,
very,
you're
very
right.
close.
Paul McCartney has the worst Christmas song.
Spoilers. But Here Comes Santa Claus is an all-time classic. I'm going with that. I think we're all in agreement. That song needs to go away. Grandma Got Ran Over by Reindeer is one of the worst songs ever created in the history of mankind. It's terrible. I'm glad we moved on from that. Okay. Home for the Holidays, you know, If Only in My Dreams, which always makes me sad. I don't know why. Versus Little Drummer Boy. I think I'll go first on this one, guys. I've been on record. Slayguard last week was very adamant. He said Little Drummer Boy is the greatest song, and let's move on. I really like Little Drummer Boy. I think it's... the lyrics aside, I'm not religious, but I love this song just because it's got this little cool, mellow, kind of deal going with it. Home for the Holidays is, like I said, always chokes me up because, I don't know if you guys ever seen that commercial where they play that song and it's this homeless guy, and they're asking for money, obviously, for, food banks and stuff. And I'm like, oh, God, it chokes me up every fucking time. So I'm going with Little Drummer Boy. What say you, Breakman?
Oh, I'm going for Home for the Holidays because I can't stand Little Drummer Boy.
Oh, how dare you! All right, Eric, you're the...
He already said Little Drummer Boy.
I hate the lyrics.
Okay, Little Drummer Boy moves on. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the lyrics, but I do like the song. It's good. And Freak 5 agrees with us, Little Drummer Boy. Freak 5 is exiled. He knows nothing's better than Dragon Quest VIII, but he said Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer is greater than Dragon Quest VIII. How dare you, son of a bitch. Okay, next matchup. Santa Claus is coming to town, I believe. Let me make sure that's the song here. Santa Claus is coming to town versus Jingle Bells. I'll start with you, Eric.
I'm gonna go with Santa Claus.
Okay, what say you,
This is actually a very easy one because one of those songs is not a Christmas song. So Santa Claus is coming to town.
Jingle
Bells is actually a Thanksgiving song.
How dare you? How dare you ruin
I'm
Jingle
not,
Bells?
No, that is a fact.
It's a Christmas song, damn it.
It's actually made for Thanksgiving. It was not made for Christmas.
How dare you ruin Jingle Bells? But I agree with you guys. Santa Claus Coming to Town is a pretty decent song and been remade 100 times, and it's good all the way around. Okay.
Carrie does an awesome version of that.
Yep, she does. Okay. Winter Wonderland versus Silver Bells. I'm going to go first on this one. I hate Winter Wonderland. I think Silver Bells is an all-time classic. I'm going to go Silver Bells here. Breakman, do you agree?
You know what? I do.
Okay. What about you, Eric?
I don't really have a problem with Winter Wonderland, but I think Silver Bells is a better song.
It's a great song.
Also, Winter Wonderland's glorifying snow and so sucks. So fuck that song.
I love Silver Bells. Plus, I got my own version of Silver Bells. You guys want to hear it?
No.
Oh, damn it. What about you, Break? No? No?
I know what it's gonna be.
I'm going to go with yes.
Okay, fine. I got one yes, so fuck you, Eric. How dare you? Silver balls, It's Christmas time where my junk is. So see, that's my version of the song. I mean, I could go on, but we ain't got enough time here. So, all right, next matchup for you guys: Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas versus It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year. I'm gonna go with you, Eric. What are you picking?
Number two is very subjective, so I'm going to Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas.
Breakman is exiled, by the way.
What did I do now?
Dungeon says DQ8 got run over by a reindeer walking home from our whole house Christmas Eve. You can say there's no such thing as dragons, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe. That is awesome, Dungeon. That right there is a much better version of that fucking song. So, all right, what say you, Breakman?
I'm still kind of livid that Dragon Quest VIII doesn't have an HD remaster on consoles yet.
Me too. All right, Break.
Just port the 3DS version and give it up-res.
Both songs do suck, Breakman. I agree.
I guess Have Yourself just because I'm just randomly picking one because they both suck.
Okay, I like It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year because it's not, it's not directly Christmas, but you guys picked Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. So guess what? You get to pick either for or against that next week. And it's going to go up against one of these, the 12 Days of Xmas or All I Want for Christmas Is You.
Oh, I hate 12 Days.
Okay.
What's it?
12 Pains of Christmas should have been on this list because that is the greatest Christmas song.
Yeah, exactly. So what are you picking? Break.
12 Days of Christmas is probably the worst song ever made.
It's pretty bad, but it's not the worst. I mean, I got some.
It doesn't make any fucking sense for one thing.
Yeah, it sucks. It's a terrible song.
You bought your sweetheart got you 12 maids of milking. Like,
well, that's kind of hot, actually, man. That's you know what I'm saying, like big old Tiggos and.
Oh, they mean real milk though. So it's like what?
Darn it!
Why is that
I think All I Want for Christmas Is My Two Front Teeth is a better song.
Oh God, I don't see how you could think that. No, this is what? Which one?
Because it's sung by a kid, and it's like it's a little cute kid saying, "Oh
no,
my two
no, not that song. All I Want for Christmas Is You, the Mariah Carey song, man.
Oh,
yeah, much better.
Well,
that song is that's a great
yeah,
song.
Goddamn, yes.
Yeah.
Fuck 12 Days of Christmas.
Yeah, fuck 12 Days of Christmas. All I Want for Christmas Is You is a great song by Mariah Carey. Okay. We Wish You a Merry Christmas versus Chestnuts Roasting on an Open Fire, Breakman. What you got on that?
We Wish You a Merry Christmas makes me want to punch people.
Yeah, I'm going with Chestnuts on this one.
Chestnuts Roasting on a Fire kind of makes me hungry. I've always kind of wondered what they taste like. I don't know.
They're good.
Chestnuts are good.
Okay, I don't think I've ever had chestnuts.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
I'm going to go ahead and try them with the chestnut song, yeah.
All right, I will agree with you guys. I concur. Chestnuts Roasting on an Open Fire. All right, now, Breakman, you alluded to it earlier. In my opinion, one of the worst Christmas songs of all time. All I Want for Christmas Is My Two Front Teeth versus, I don't know how you guys feel about this one, but I know it's better than Two Front Teeth. Holly Jolly Christmas by Burl Ives.
Oh, yeah, like anything with Burl Ives, abso-fucking-lutely. Like, I'd even, like, Jingle Bells by Burl Ives, I'm fucking in.
Yeah, I'm going with Holly Jolly as well, so it's a clean sweep, right, Breakman?
Yeah. I mean, Burl Ives is the best Christmas singer ever.
Yeah, Burl Ives is great, man. Great. Okay, here's one. Oh, you guys are going to love this. Silent Night, the most religious of all the songs, versus Wonderful Christmas, what is it? Wonderful Christmas Time by Paul McCartney.
Wow.
This is a hard one to pick, man. It really is.
Even though it's
for me,
religious, I went
actually.
with Silent Night because that McCartney song is bad.
The McCartney song is terrible, but I actually like Silent Night. I
Okay.
enjoy the song. Sorry.
All right, Silent Night gets a nod from you. What about you? What did you say, Eric?
Silent Night.
Okay, Silent Night moves
put
on.
it up against the worst song ever.
It really is.
Would you
Wonderful
pick this
Christmas Time is probably one of the worst songs I think I've ever heard in my ear holes. So Silent Night moves on just because it went up against the
The
Buzz.
real question is, was McCartney high when he did the song, or was he sober when he did it?
He had to have been high, man. That song is god awful. And McCartney
It's
is
the only
one.
reason it got to like promiscuity is because Paul McCartney wrote it. If it wasn't him, that song would have never taken off.
Freak 5 is exiled. Good. Dungeon says good guy Ives. That's classic stuff right there. And Freak 5 says, is Run DMC's Christmas song in the bracket? I didn't include it, Freak 5, because I went with more like traditional Christmas songs. Because to be honest with you, Run
Next year
DMC.
we should do this with like the non-traditional Christmas songs.
Yeah, I mean, it was really like there were songs that were on the list that were they had nothing to do with Christmas, and I didn't even see Run DMC's, but I now that I think about it, that song would have run roughshod over anything on this list. Freak
Like,
Five.
I want let me see here. Some
I
of the
do
other
have-
songs I can think of.
I do have a really cool one in the next matchup, though. You guys want to hear it?
Sure.
Okay.
I want Trick Daddy's There Ain't No Santa.
Oh, that would have been a good one too. Okay, next matchup. Do you hear what I hear, or up against? And this one right here might go all the way, guys. I'm gonna say it right now. Run Rudolph Run by Chuck Berry.
Run Rudolph.
Yep,
Yeah,
Run
I gotta go
Rudolph.
with that one.
Yep. I mean that's an easy one, right?
Chuck
Dude.
Berry might have literally liked shitting on people, but he could sing.
Oh man, and Run Rudolph is a great Christmas song, man. That's a great song. Okay, next matchup. Oh, I think this one might be kind of too easy, guys. Feliz Navidad versus Santa Baby. I'm gonna go with you, Breakman. Santa
Do I
Baby.
have to choose one?
Yes, you do.
I guess it depends on who's singing Santa Baby, for one thing.
It just pretend it's me singing, me crooning.
No.
Feliz Navidad.
This is easy, guys. Come on, Feliz
Yeah, I'm
Navidad
going
is a
Feliz
great song.
Navidad here.
Yeah, I think it's a clean sweep. I mean, it's just it's a cheesy song, but I mean, it's a variation of just goodness. I think
Christmas.
Feliz Navidad. I mean, it's not. None of these songs are great, right? Except for like All I Want for Christmas and Run Rudolph and a couple of others. I mean, All right, let's move on. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas versus Frosty the Snowman.
Frosty.
Oh, Eric picks Frosty. What about you,
He
Breakman?
didn't even wait. Apparently, he's a Frosty fan.
Yep.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas implies snow, but then Frosty's made of snow. Damn it, this is a lose-lose situation right here.
Go with the
At least
cuteness.
Frosty melts in the end. Yeah,
Yeah.
Frosty wins.
All right.
I go with the tack that at least he's not just snow.
Yeah.
That's a good
Yeah.
point.
Yeah, he's got a heart of gold, man.
Plus he
Okay.
melts. I mean, it's a happy ending, right?
Yep. Okay. Maybe this will have a happy ending too. I Saw Mama Kissing Santa Claus, versus Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Have you ever heard the parody version? I Saw Daddy Kissing Santa Claus.
Oh no, I haven't. That would be awesome.
It's a funny song. It's actually not like what you'd think. It's not that he's kissing a guy. It's that mom's just fat.
Oh, I got you.
Mom
That's-
turns out to be Santa Claus, and she's just a fat chick.
Oh, I got you. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer I'm going with. I think I Saw Mama Kissing Santa Claus is another one of the egregious things called a Christmas song. So I'm going with Rudolph. What say you, Eric?
Rudolph.
You, Break?
Rudolph.
Clean sweep. Rudolph wins. Okay. And in a little diversity here, Mele Kalikimaka is the way. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Versus
I don't even know what that song is, I think.
it's a Hawaiian take on a Christmas song sung by Bing Crosby, I believe. But yeah, Mele Kalikimaka is the, how does it go?
Yeah,
Again?
I think I've heard it actually, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
But I'm going with it.
Versus Jingle. You didn't even hear the other song,
It's
Eric.
weird.
Jesus
Jingle
Christ.
Bell what? Jingle Bell Hop?
Jesus Christ.
You know-
It's going up against Jingle Bell Rock, man. So,
Okay. Mhm.
Mele Kalikimaka versus Jingle Bell Rock. Breakman, what say you?
I'm still going with it.
If you
I mean, I really like Jingle Bell Rock, but I think
Jingle
I'm.
Bell, Jingle
my
Bell,
brain's
Jingle
remembering
Bell
the
Rock.
song.
Elvis on here, you should put his far superior song though, Blue Christmas.
I saw Blue Christmas. I didn't put it on the list, man.
Fuck Elvis.
Hi.
Yeah.
Blue Christmas is a great song.
It was. It appeared on one list, and I was like, if it only appeared on one list, I'm like, it was one of the ones that I left off, man. I guess I could easily put that.
Jingle Bell Rock then.
Okay, so it's up to me. Melekilikimaka is the way they say. Okay, Jingle Bell Rock. I'll go with Jingle Bell Rock as well.
That's the Jingle Bell.
That's the Jingle Bell. That's the Jingle Bell Grinders. Anyways,
who else did that song? A woman did that one too. Who was that?
Yeah, Dolly Parton maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I can't remember.
But I like Mele Kalikimaka as well. It's a pretty good Christmas song. All right, we're down to 16, gentlemen. That's awesome. So, what do you think so far? Like, a lot of them are snow songs. Freak Five says.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, give us a little Holly Jolly Christmas break, man.
Okay, I can do that. It's a. This is a Hanky Christmas, Hermie Christmas.
How about Jingle Bells? Jingle Bells break.
Nah, damn it.
All right. Yeah. Well, you almost had it.
Yeah, a couple notes.
I can't get that last part of it.
Yeah. Well, you got some of it, man. We kind of heard it. That's all good, man. All right. All right. So yeah, we're down to 16. So we got a couple weeks to whittle this down to the greatest Christmas song of all time. So it's gonna be a decent matchup. So there you go. And Freak 5 says yes. He's liking the harmonica Christmas edition, man. So there you go. How about chestnuts roasting on an open fire break, man?
Chestnuts.
No. Harmonica version.
Oh. Well, that wasn't too bad.
Not too bad, man. There you go. All right, how about Holly Jolly Christmas?
Yeah, that sounds terrible.
Oh, man, you got some practice to do, man. That's awesome, man. All right, so yeah, little shortened version of RP Grinders this week. Hope you guys don't mind, but we'll be whittling these down within the next 2 weeks. It sounded like jingle bells, jingle bells. That was pretty awesome. Okay, we're down to 16, guys. What's your favorite going into? What do you think is going to take the whole thing, Breakman?
Oh, Mariah Carey. Gotta give it to her.
I think that's the favorite, but I think Run Rudolph Run has a good shot at it too,
That's
man. Yeah. I think we're looking at a showdown between those two, and that's gonna be an all-out brawl if it gets down to those two, man. So, what about you, Eric? What are you thinking?
Probably no Mariah Carey.
I'm dreaming of a black Christmas. With every dildo Breakman sends. Anyways, there you go.
What the hell was that?
I don't know. It was just like an over-sexualized version of White Christmas, man. Okay, we should do that. We should change every Christmas song into some sexual.
Hell, the name of the song is already White Christmas.
Grandma got ran over by a train. 15 guys dressed as Santa came over to our house.
You might say that's not a train, but as for Breakman and Eric, they believe. There you go. Let's see. How about Hanky the Christmas Poo on harmonica, Freak 5? That sounds like Jingle Bells, man. That's what that sounded like.
Yeah, no, I'm having Mr. Hanky. I can't get that. Hanky.
You gotta get your harmonica tuned, man.
I can't. Sorry.
Oh man, that's awful.
I'll work on it.
It sounds like Frank wants Break to send him a black dildo. Yeah, so I could use it on you, Freak 5. So I could use it on Freak 5. That's what I'm. Yeah.
Why does the color matter?
It doesn't.
Just wondering.
No, it doesn't, man. It could be green, alien green, man. There you go. All right.
Yeah, usually I see dildos that smell pink. Usually, and not flush looking like a white person pink, pink or purple, yeah.
Yeah, pink, purple. They have flesh colors one too, but they have all kinds. But all right, that's the only kind of train Frank. How dare you, Freak Five? How dare you? Exiled.
Another popular dildo color is red.
Really? Huh. Interesting. Native American
So they can
version.
use it on their period and not have to worry about
Oh God, what's wrong with you, Breakman? I think we should end this before it gets too bad.
We're just in on that.
Okay. That's all, folks. All right.
I was gonna say Tenga egg, but that's not a dildo, but it's still red.
Tenga egg. What about like those Kegel things, that women use? That's an idea. If you're looking for good, you know what? Send Breakman questions like that at RP Grinders. He would be more than happy to like give you like Christmas
Christmas themed sex toys.
Christmas like suggestions for sex toys for Christmas. Like Breakman is totally into that. He has an answer for you.
Or
for sure.
or like where to find deals on that stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's I could tell you where to find deals on them, but I don't want to.
Orgasms help with the craps. You mean cramps? Son of a bitch, Freak Five.
I think you meant cramps.
Craps. Can you imagine that? Like a woman's like orgasming and then she just like shits the bed.
Such an orgasmic reaction that it just helps you shit.
You're stopped up for days. Like I gotta come. I gotta get this shit.
Yeah, it's like,
out of me.
oh, I'm constipated. Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
Oh man. On that note, we gotta end this shit. Literally. Yeah. Exactly. All right. Let's do our plugs. Breakman, plug away. And hopefully not with any dildos.
Well, that just killed my buzz right there. So.
Autocorrect.
I'm going to plug Mariah Carey.
I would like to plug Mariah Carey too, man. I mean, since we're on this bandwagon, man.
You're welcome for that setup.
Golly, man. Hot. Anyways. Okay. Go ahead. Breakman.
You can follow me at Break_man and at RP Grinders on Twitter, where you can ask Dear Breakman a question, whatever sex toy advice you need. That's what we're here for.
Exactly. All right, Eric.
And bathroom etiquette.
Absolutely. All right, Eric, you're up.
All right, you can find reviews I've written on sites like BostonBasherBrigade.com, TotallyGN.com. I didn't get anything up this week, but tomorrow I'm definitely going to cement something and it'll be up next week. Because I get home early enough that I can actually not feel too tired to actually write something.
Yeah. Oh, that's yeah.
But if you like what I've written and you want to support me, you can go to my Patreon and send me as little as $1. That would help out. And the link to my Patreon is in my Twitter profile, which is at EricRPG.
All right. Freak5 says, ooh, that sounds like a great way to curse someone. Every time they have an orgasm, they shit. It'd be even worse for a man, I think. Ugh. Can you imagine that?
You have to make sure that person isn't asexual or something. Like they'd have to be like a real horny pervert. Then it's like real torture.
Golly. I mean, the only way
asexual, it's like, oh well, then this is never going to affect me ever.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, you can follow me on Twitter at Frank Branches. You can follow, Break already said it, at RP Grinders. You can follow the show at RP Grinders. Send Break some, I don't know, any questions that you want, really.
We told you how to deal with unruly house guests. The people who shit in your shower.
Exactly.
Or something like that.
Yeah, so it was similar to that. But that's another good question, man. What happens if somebody shits in your shower?
I don't know who you're talking about. I've never seen them again.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, you can follow me on any of the consoles at RP Grinders or Frank Branches. I think either one will get you where you need to go. I'm mostly on PlayStation though, so that's where you catch me most of the time. I am on Switch every great once in a while and on the Xbox every once in a while as well. But PlayStation's where it's at for me, so there you go. Let's see, what else do I want to plug? Halloween in 4K. That's what I want. I wish Halloween was like year round, man. It is in my house. Like I watch horror movies like during like Christmas time. I watch all those like Silent Night, Deadly Night, Christmas horror movies and stuff.
Gotcha.
So yeah, watch those. Those are good. Let's see what else.
There's a haunted house that does it a couple times, or like probably a week every Christmas. I shouldn't say every Christmas. I don't know how long they've done it, but they turned their haunted house into like a Christmas haunted house. So they had like Christmas trees and shit like that. But still, it's in the horror theme, but now it's Christmas horror theme.
Yeah, that's
Obviously COVID's fucking it up for everybody, but
yeah, no haunted houses this year for us, man. Which bummer, but whatever. Okay, I think that. Oh, I want to thank everybody that was in chat. Let me grab their names real quick. Of course, Freak 5 was in there. Our good friend Dungeon. Wow. Bing Cortana was in there. Welcome and thanks for joining. Commander Root. F Top Payer, I guess, was in there. Have This Too, and our good friend Dungeon Buster was in there, and Freak 5 was in there. I think I mentioned Freak twice, so thank you all so much for being there. Thanks to the archive listeners. If you want to join us live, we're live every Friday, 7 Eastern, twitch.tv/rpgrinders. Also on YouTube, just search RP Grinders. So there you go. Anything else, gentlemen?
Have a good weekend and continue to stay safe. And
never get cursed by Freak.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. He's got an evil mindset, man. He thinks of like the worst possible things ever for curses and shit. Anything else, Eric?
No.
What about you, Breakman? Anything else for you?
Merry Christmas? Or
So-
wait a minute, no, that's not first. Hanukkah's first. Happy Hanukkah.
Yep. To all those celebrating Hanukkah and Christmas, we'll give more Christmas wishes as these next couple weeks go on.
How many
but-
celebrations are there? We have Kwanzaa, Hanukkah,
Kwanzaa,
Christmas.
Hanukkah, Christmas. There's what is it? Ramadan? Ramadan? I don't know. I'm not.
That's the Ramadan's during summer.
Oh, what's the Muslim equivalent of Christmas? Is there something this month? I don't know. Happy Solstice.
I don't know all of them.
Winter Solstice. There you go.
Yeah, I don't. I'm sorry to everybody. I'm not trying to offend you. I just don't know. I'm sure they're in the back of my memory somewhere. I'm just not remembering them.
What if you were cursed, because Freak 5 says if you know it happens every time, you might not risk having sex. The curse, you shit every time you sex, and would just jerk off while what if that counts too? Freak 5, what if Festivus? That's what I was trying to think of. Yeah, Festivus. But there you go. Yeah. What if that was a curse? Every time you jerked off, you shit. You'd have to make sure you were on the toilet all the time.
Well, there actually have to be shit there.
That's the point he was making. He says, and just jerk off while sitting on, or have sex on the toilet. I guess like maybe even a reverse cowgirl type thing. It is gross.
Yeah, I've seen some porn like that before. Just I
Scat
don't
porn.
understand why. I don't.
Different
It's
kinks
not-
for different folks, man.
I don't know how people get off to that kind of thing. Like I saw this one porno where the girl was getting in from behind, and he just kept shoving her head in the toilet
Oh God, that's
and
awful.
flushing it. Like, and I'm
Flushing
just
it.
like, this is
This
is not erotic. What the fuck is this?
I mean,
Like,
for some people it is. That's just.
jerking off,
Obviously.
getting a woman her head shoved in the toilet. Like that's just what's wrong with people.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, that's about it. Stay safe, everyone. We want to see you back here next week. Until then, we are out.
Oh, but I did come, by the way.
How dare you? Stay safe. Want to see you back here next week. Till then, we're out. Son of a bitch. Have a holly jolly Christmas without Breakman singing. Jingle balls, jingle balls, jingle all the way. All right, everybody in chat, it was awesome. Dungeon, stay safe. Everybody in chat, stay safe. Everybody listen on the archives, thank you guys so much. Really, really appreciate it. Freak says it happens every time you orgasm, so sex or jerking off, if you orgasm, you shit. Even if you just shit, you would still shit. Whatever. Yeah, I know. It would be a curse for sure. All right, take care, everybody in chat. Appreciate it. Have a good, safe weekend. Later, all. Bye.